Night Hoops, MCPSS. We have Saraland Spartans taking on Leflore High School Rattlers. I'm Trent Eager, and this is Coach Ronnie Arrow.
We're looking to be able to get off to a good start. Trent, look forward to working with you not only for this game but for the following games. Now we're going to go over the arrow targets. This is what I think that the teams are going to have to do to win this game tonight. First off, Saraland, they're going to have to start making continuously their threes. They're only shooting about 20% from the threes. They have to do that. Last night they beat Jackson. And be able to do the things that they have to do to win. Also, they can't let Leflore get any easy buckets. They have to make Leflore work for everything that they get. Leflore Rattlers, they cannot turn the ball over. They have a tendency to turn the ball over. Last night in the victory that they had, they did not turn the ball over. That's why they won the game, and they have to be able to rebound with Saraland. Saraland will hit the boards very hard, and they have to be able to do the same thing. So if each one of these teams do that, we're going to have a good game tonight.
Yeah, looking at this tale of two teams, you're looking at Leflore as a really young team, so that calls for a lot of inexperience and ball handling and just lack of just actually playing. And then you're looking at Saraland with a couple of seniors actually starting for this group. So it's going to be a different tale of a game for right here.
Well, I think so, but I think both teams, seems like every team that we talk to this year is young. And a lot of these teams are going to have to grow up in a hurry. But that's what these preseason games are all about. And they're going to get a lot out of it, get ready for their districts. And hopefully some of these teams will be able to make it up to the Final Four.
Absolutely. That's what these games early are for, to build on to kind of find team chemistry and find out what you really have. A lot of teams right now are just really feeling it out. And a lot of kids are actually out here learning and gaining confidence and learning their teammates and learning their coaches. So it's a lot of learning going on in these early games.
It is, and both these teams have really good coaches. One, Coach Neoff from Saraland, is a lot more experienced. She's been at this a long time. She was under Terry Canova at UMS. Then she went to St. Paul's, was a head coach, and did really well there, got to the Final Four, and now she's wanting to bring that same intensity, which he has already, to Saraland. Coach Crawford right now, I really like the way, I tell you what, I think Leflore did a great job doing what she did to get this team going.
So your starters for tonight, Saraland Spartans, Anaya Southall. Number 2, Cameron Rivers. Number 5, Rain Lofton. Number 12, Briley Goff. And number 21, Ellie Roberts. And starting for Leflore High School, you've got number 1, Caitlin Williams. Number 10, Kalia Norwood. Number 12, Rylan Davis. Number 24, Atasia Gavin. And number 15, Markaylin Lett. So as we talked about, Leflore High School is going to be really young, Coach, so we're excited.
Well, it looks like we're starting out with a technical. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but we're getting after it from the start. Got to make free throws. Well, 0-0. We're going to start at 0-0.
We're going to tip it off the same way.
Yes.
We'll have to get a report back on what that was to start the game, but here we are.
I'm really surprised that Anila missed both of those free throws. She's shooting 65% from the free throw line. Both these teams are good rebounding teams, so I look for both teams to be able to get up on the boards, especially the offensive boards, and score off their rebounding.
Yeah, I think the game of tonight is probably going to be scored inside a lot, even just from the interior actually scoring as well as just the rebounding. I don't think we're going to see a lot of just knocking it down, as we see another shot from the 3 from Ellie Roberts from Saraland, and then there's another.
Yeah, right now Saraland is really getting up on the boards.
They are. And there's a block by 24 Leflore High School, Atasia Gavin.
And she can do that. Nyla can get to the hole. She took an unofficial visit to Auburn the other day, and she got some already, I think, Bishop's looking at her, and the young lady is just a junior.
Yeah, you can really see she has some good athleticism and speed, and she got down here really well right there. As we saw a shot go up from Natasha Gavin. We've got a rebound, the jump ball, and that's going to be Rattlers basketball.
Tell you what, South Hall, she's everywhere. I mean, she's tough. She's quick. She doesn't mind sticking her nose in and doing some dirty work and getting some things done.
She is, and she comes up with the steal right here and is getting down the floor and getting all the way to the basket and did a really good job of getting to the basket. Thought there was going to be a whistle there, and is going back down to Leflore.
Well, she does a really good job. That first step, you talk about first steps to the hole. She's got that mastered at a young age.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just so hard, Trent, as well as you know, to guard speed.
It is.
When you have speed, you have a lot.
You do, and that's one of those things you just can't really teach, and it's hard to account for. So as the ball goes back to Spartans from a 5-second count on the Rattlers, Southall with getting back downhill and turns it over.
Turnover there. Both bunches have got to watch their turnovers, and also, you know, they're getting some shots up, but they're not going in. Both bunches.
Going in. Absolutely. That's a big part of the game. And there's a steal and a foul. Big steal by Rain Lofton, and she goes to the basket and draws a foul, and she's going to the line for 2.
She didn't even hesitate, Trent. She got that ball and put that head down and went to the hole.
And it seems like she knows her strengths. They shot a couple of threes, but she put her head down. I'm going to the basket and getting good jump shots at the free throw line, getting going here.
5'8" senior. See if we can knock these down short. So that's 3 free throws that Saraland has missed.
And I tell you, shooting is such a big part of the game right now. But you know, both of these teams say that they're not shooting the ball well right now. So I'm sure that's going to be one of the things that they actually work on to get better as they drive for playoffs and region play.
Well, one of the things that I put down for Arrow's target is that Saraland's only shooting right at 20% from the threes. So she's definitely, and it's not that they're not working on it. She's happy with the teamwork, but in games, just not being able to put those threes down.
Absolutely. And we have a shot go up by South Hall and a rebound by the Rattlers and ball going down.
No, it seems like that. Seems like these girls are really getting after it. Maybe it's too cold in here.
Maybe
it's going to take them a while longer to warm up.
Maybe the rim is going to widen up as well, and we get a little warmer. We've got a trip in the backcourt. South Hall goes down.
She's going to go down a lot tonight because she's going to handle the ball a whole lot.
Yeah, you can tell. Coach really goes through her a lot. I mean, she's had the ball in her hand nearly every trip down the floor, one way or another. She's
averaging 5.5 assists a game. So you're right. Coach really, really wants the ball in her hands.
Absolutely, as we have to. As we balls back in play, as we have the foul on number 15, Markaylin Lett for the Rattlers. Rattlers are in that zone right now and pushing it outside. And another 3 goes up.
There's a whole lot of rebounds already gotten in this game. Not many shots going in. I'm amazed at not just the girls, because this is our first game, but, in doing my skill work lessons and stuff and seeing the older kids play, they've got to start using that left hand or their weak hand, especially by the time they get to high school.
That last foul was on number 12, Briley Goff for the Spartans, and now the Rattlers have it in the paint. Natasha Gavin goes up with it. And a miss and rebound with the Rattlers. And guess who has it again? South Hall. All out of bounds, back to
I think every
Rattlers.
time she's touched the ball, Trent, she's gotten to the hole.
I think she has. She's begun to put her head down, and I'm going to the basket. Nowhere else. Ball is coming in by the Spartans.
And both teams aren't taking bad shots.
They aren't.
They're just not going in.
They're just not going in. Nothing's falling.
Nice ball movement.
And it's early. Another three goes up by Roberts.
Now, Coach Neoff, that's exactly what she wants. One of the prime things that she looks for in a game is how many touches goes inside, whether it's dribbled inside, whether it's passed inside. I was talking to her today about what she looks for offensively, and she loves touches inside to either score or then go outside for the three.
And that last foul was on number 4, Allie Little on the Spartans. Rattlers coming down with it with Clayton Williams. And Clayton, just a freshman, is handling this pressure really well.
Yeah. Let's see, man-to-man inside. And that's what Coach Neoff wants to do. She loves pressure. She wants pressure man-to-man. She doesn't trap that much. They might run and jump, but other than that, they want that ball touched, and they want you in the offense's face defensively.
And that last foul is on Anaya Southall as she gets on the floor. Rattlers have the ball back. Got a good drive and a kick.
Nice ball movement.
They are. They move the ball really well to the young group. They just haven't really gotten many shots to really fall. Norwood Slim was getting downhill, and she handled it really good, and especially with her size, she's handling the ball really well.
And those back cuts on the baseline, as well as you know, perfect time to get a back door and a layup, and that's what happened. Just got deflected.
Absolutely, and that's probably going to be something that they find late in the game, and it's going to be there.
Yep.
Rattlers backing it back out. Ball is back in Clayton Williams'
Need to
hand.
penetrate. You know, I asked them if they were going to use the shot clock, and both of them, you know, sort of said, well, we didn't even, you know and think about using it. But none of these that I talked to, these two teams have used a shot clock this year.
I tell you, it's a big thing in the game right now, and it surprised me. Neither one of these teams, if they were playing with a shot clock, would be in violation. As Clay Williams drives to the basket, going coast to coast and draws the foul on Allie Little.
Well, we've played a few minutes now, and the score is 1-0. So let's just say it's been good defense.
It has been. It has been. There has been a lockdown.
You know, even the college level, there's so many kids moving around different schools and stuff. It's taken a good January before these teams start falling into place and being close to where they want to be as a team.
It is. It takes a while to get your team to actually gel and to really truthfully figure out who's who on your team and, you know who you have. Because like you said, they change so fast. As Clay shoots her second one, up and up, and misses. But Rattlers get the rebound back by Janiyah Johnson.
I tell you what, the officials are letting them play.
They are.
They're getting bumped around. This might be a girls' game, but it's being physical.
It is. He called that one late, so we did have a late foul on Briley Goff on the pass. So Rattlers going to take that one out of bounds underneath. That's 5 fouls, though, so we're still going to shoot 2.
Yeah, they changed that rule. There's no more 1-on-1s. When you get to 5, it's two free throws.
And
Do you like that? Do you like that rule? Nice touch.
I really don't, because it's kind of taken away from the defensive side. But, hey, you got to reward good defense and you got to reward good offense, too. So Jamira did a good job of getting downhill and drawing the foul, and she's rewarded with 2 free throws as she misses the second one.
It's a lot of missed free throws tonight.
A lot of missed free throws. And I'll tell you, Coach, you know this as well as I do. Free throws, layups, those things are a huge part of the game, and kids leave so many on the table, at all levels. Layups and free throws. As we have a tie-up, jump ball, and it's going to stay to the Spartans.
When I coached and we had a timeout, my assistants, the first thing that I wanted to know was if we've given up any layups. Because you're not going to win close games giving up layups in transition.
Agreed. We've got a 3 going up by South Hall. Good rebound by the Rattlers.
That was a nice rebound.
And the outlet. Couldn't handle it, out of bounds. And the Spartans are going to keep it on this end.
Michaela Lett came up with a nice rebound, got fouled. Man-to-man.
Rattlers, I was just about to say Rattlers are back in man-to-man right now, and so that seemed to kind of disrupt the Spartans a little bit. So let's see if they're going to stick to that man as it's out of bounds on the underneath.
And I think that's pretty much what the coaches said, that they'll run a half-court zone and man-to-man, where Saraland is mainly going to stick with pressure man-to-man.
And Rattlers' Clay Williams picks up the foul right there, anticipating the pass, but just didn't quite connect to it.
Tell you what, the fouls are starting, and the officials are letting them play, and the fouls are starting to mount up, even with them letting them play.
They are. I tell you, they have let a little bit of contact go right here. That was a good defensive play by Slim Norwood. And Rattlers have the ball going. Jamira Johnson with it right here.
I think every girl on the Leflore team has a nickname. They don't go by their names. They go by nicknames.
They don't. I think
that's cool.
I was about to say, that's the cool part of it, man. Household names.
Yeah.
And we have a travel here on the Rattlers. I don't know, Coach. I didn't see that one.
Nope, I didn't either. You know, surprisingly, the turnovers have been few between the two. There's been a lot of missed shots, but no turnover. I guess they shoot it before they turn it over.
I guess so. And I always say I'd rather a bad shot than a turnover.
That's very true.
You got a chance.
Nice block.
Nice defensive play by Slim right here, and they came up with the rebound. I just couldn't control it.
Slim Norwood, she had a really nice block.
She really did. Really good defensive play as a Spartan. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break right here, your Tuesday Night Hoops, and we'll be right back with more action.
Looking for unforgettable food and flawless service for your next event? Woodyard Catering is Mobile's top choice for personal chefs and customized catering. From weddings and baby showers to funerals and private dinners, we bring delicious, handcrafted dishes made with the freshest ingredients, reliable, friendly, full of flavor. Whatever the occasion, we serve it with care. Call Woodyard Catering today, because every event deserves a taste of excellence.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back to action right here with the Leflore Rattler and Spartans for Saraland. Scored 2-1 with the Rattlers up 2-1, 2 minutes and 13 left in the first quarter.
We appreciate everybody tuning in to watch us. We're going to be here every Tuesday night. We're going to let you know who the next game is going to be, but it's a lot of fun to see high school basketball in this area, to where it's been and where it's going to.
Absolutely.
Definitely in the right direction.
Definitely. You see these groups of young kids and actually competing, and Coach, these are two pretty good teams.
Young teams.
Yeah.
Both of them young. There's some good young talent in this town.
Absolutely. The Rattlers are back in the zone. Spartans working it around. And they turn it over real quickly, and now it's going to be the Rattlers basketball. So I'm sure that I don't think that's what Coach tried to draw up in that timeout at that moment.
Unfortunately, that happens.
It does, it does. Nice behind the back by Slim. I tell you, like I said, I'm really impressed with her ball handling skills, Coach.
Yep.
At her size, you know.
At her size, you're exactly right.
Absolutely. That was a drive by Williams and a good kick out. Out to two, Jamari Johnson for the big three. Rattlers go up 5-1 and apply a little bit of pressure and get the steal right here.
And another turnover.
Another turnover. So I think some of what Coach Crawford was talking about, they rely on their defense, but got a little bit of both right there. Big three and converted. And you're able to set your defense when you actually score.
Little floater there by Clay Williams. Simmer down. I think both bunches are getting a little bit too fast for what the coaches would like for them to be playing.
Absolutely, I think so. And I think that played right into Leflore's hand right there, where they sped him up a little and got the turnover and got what they wanted. And right there at that moment,
another turnover.
That was a really good find by South Hall, and a quick miss, but they came in with the offensive rebound. And Cameron Rivers is going to the line from the offensive rebound with the quick foul.
Tell you what, when you get 5 fouls, they definitely made that one count. That was a hard foul.
That was Foul on 15. Markaden Lett. And Cameron Rivers is at the line for 2. That's another miss at the free throw line. Coach, I'd really love to know the free throw count, at this moment. But I tell you, we've seen quite a few free throws shot and quite a few missed.
Well, one of the things that they're going to have to be doing, whoever would be making their free throws, they'd be ahead more than whoever it is, either one.
Absolutely.
Both sides are missing free throws.
Absolutely. That's a huge part of this game as she shoots her second, comes up short, and gets her own rebound. Gets it back out to the top.
There she goes.
Yep. And I tell you, the Spartans are all over the glass right now. And that sequence, that was 2 offensive rebounds just back to back. So, and like we talked about, that's a big part of the game. As there's a long pass down here.
Hey,
Turnover.
TT definitely is able, Gavin, I tell you what, when she gets down there, she takes up a lot of space, gets a lot of rebounds, get a lot of touches down there.
She does, and she moves well around that basket and has really good hands. If they can just really get her the ball, and Saraland's done a really good job of trying to double and keep somebody attached and connected to her. Make her catches tougher.
Jay Johnson had a really nice left-handed drive and just didn't finish at the hole.
Tasha Gavin comes up with the rebound for the Rattlers. Clay Williams brings it down the court with 28 seconds left. Screen out at the top. It's going to be a tie-up jump ball. Still going to be Rattlers basketball with 15 seconds left. I tell you, you could really tell just right there, they were really looking for Tasha right there. They were trying to find her waiting to try to get the ball into her.
Now the girls are being patient. Nice pass.
Nice pass into her.
There could be a whole lot more fouls being called.
I anticipated the whistle being blown on that one. And South Hall goes downhill, and there's a block. There's a blocking foul by number 2, Jamarian Johnson. So South Hall is going to go to the line for 2 more free throws.
I'm not so sure that wasn't a charge, but it is what it is. I'm almost positive that every time South Hall has had the ball, she gets the hole at will. There's not been a girl stay in front of her yet.
No, she does. She's done a really good job. She attacks the hip and gets downhill and attacks the rim. She makes both those free throws right there. So we're sitting at 5-3 with 5 seconds left. Rattlers basketball in the first quarter.
Truthfully, there hasn't been. I have 3 turnovers apiece. Now the officials are letting them play, which takes away from the fouls. But still, there's been a lot of shots missed, but there hadn't been many turnovers.
There had not been. As there's a foul in the backcourt right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break right now. Our Tuesday Night Hoops. We'll be back with the second quarter action. We had a foul in the backcourt, and Clay Williams is at the line and makes her first one. And that last foul was on Carla Martin for the Spartans. And Clay shoots her second and misses on the second, and we're ending the first quarter. And now we're at break, ladies and gentlemen, of the Tuesday Night Hoops. We'll be back with more action.
Hey, Mobile County parents, it's time to launch your little learner into success with the Mobile County Public Schools First Class Pre-K program. If your child turns 4 years old on or before September 1st, they qualify for this incredible opportunity. Online registration begins January 15th, so don't miss out. Visit MCPSS.com for more information and a complete listing of pre-K sites, screening and selection information. The MCPSS First Class Pre-K program, where big dreams start small.
What's the matter, baby? You're not feeling good? School-aged children are at a higher risk of getting and spreading germs and viruses. To help protect the spread, students are encouraged to stay home when sick. Parents, it's important for your child to remain at home at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever of 100 degrees or higher without the use of medications. Please help us maintain a healthy learning environment.
Welcome back to your second quarter action versus Saraland Spartans and Leflore Rattlers. We're back for some more action. 6-3 in the second quarter. And Coach Arrow, we've had a great first quarter. This score is 6-3, but definitely could have been a lot different. We've had quite a few missed free throws and quite a few missed shots. A lot of cold action.
A lot of cold action. But I'll tell you what, if you're into basketball or anything, you want to see a close game. Whether it's 2-1 or whether it's 101-100, you want it to be close. These girls are playing hard. They're relatively, both of them, young. So let's see what happens this half or this quarter.
Absolutely. As Briley Goff goes to the basket for the Spartans, and the Rattlers come up with the rebound off the miss. Clay Williams brings it down. They get into action. We've got a backcourt violation called right here, and we're not sure.
He missed that one. They should change this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's going to be overturned. As South Hall and Clay Williams had a little bit of a tie-up on that loose ball. And Clay came up with it as a freshman. That was getting on the floor, so getting after it.
We're going to go to the monitor and look. Come on, officials.
Hey,
my man's overruling you. Let's go.
Hey, the longer these get talked about, what do you think? I don't know about the change of direction on it, the longer they get talked about.
Yeah. Well, we'll see which way it's going to happen. They changed it.
It was overturned.
Good.
It was overturned.
When you're wrong, you're wrong.
When you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah.
I think that's the right call now to overturn.
Good for them.
That was
my man, that's the way it's supposed to be, one looking out for the other.
There you go. There you go. I always tell the officials, the few times that I do get on, hey, you guys are a team too.
Basketball is a game of angles, and sometimes another official has a better angle.
It is.
Okay, pass, cut through, roll. Don't pick that ball up. For all of you young players, do not pick that ball up. Retreat, get away, but don't pick the ball up.
Don't pick the ball up. As the Spartans come up with a steal here.
Nice pass.
By Rain Lofton. They're coming down the court. Rain has it again. South Hall with an open look from three, and she knocks it down.
Needless to say, Coach Neoff wants that ball in South Hall's hands.
Yeah, it's amazing how the ball tends to always find her, even when it gets out of her hands. These girls, they know who their leader is.
You know what, though, Trent? She wants the ball on offense, but a lot of individuals, they'll work on offense, but they won't work on defense. She works her tail off on defense.
She does.
That's a total player.
She does. She really does, and even right there. And right there, she calls that tie-up, and it looked like there was a backcourt violation instead of a foul call. So, as you were talking about, Coach, she does it on both sides of the basketball. She wants the ball on the offense, and she wants to guard it on defense.
Yep.
Rattlers are in their zone right now again.
Back in 2-3.
Back in that 2-3.
Nice flash to the middle.
Got it in and out. And I tell you, there again, offensive rebounds are a big part of the game as the Spartans come back up with it. Out of bounds off of the Rattlers.
I think the girls need to, if they have long ponytails, they need to have to tuck it in because you can't see the numbers.
Yeah, that takes away from knowing who's who. I agree with you.
Southall is a player, so you're going to be wanting to see her numbers a lot. I wish I had hair like that long. That'd be nice.
I know, right?
Or close to that.
So Cameron Rivers is at the line right now off of a foul. as she got that pass from the inbound and went up and drew a big foul right there.
Let's
Two more free throws.
Let's see if we're going to make free throws this quarter.
Let's see.
Ooh.
And that first one was a miss, and we're tied at 6-6 with 6 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first quarter.
You know, there's some things that you have to do as a team to practice, but free throws is something that you can do on your own. Just get in the gym and make. Don't shoot. Make whatever number. Make 20. Make 100. Make 1,000. But that's on you.
That's on you. That's on you. There's another miss, and the rebound by Slim Norwood. And they turn it over in the backcourt right here by Clay Williams. And Spartans are going to have the ball back. I agree with you, Coach. One thing I say about that, the free throws are one of the most selfish free throws in a charge. You should be selfish on those. Those are you. And even the charge is the most selfless play.
Let me ask you something, Trent. I've had some college coaches tell me that they've been told by officials, hey, we're not hardly going to call charges. And so the coaches don't practice taking charges. Do you teach the charge, or do you just let it, try and challenge them at the hole?
Well, Coach, right now this year, I have actually gone away from it. And we talked about that as a staff just last night because we had a bang-bang play, and we wondered, as we had a foul on number 1 from the Spartans right there. Foul on number 1 from the Rattlers, I apologize. Spartans come up with it and going down court. But for us, we don't practice the charge like that because it's so hard to gauge it now. It's so hard to take one, and teaching kids how to take the charge now in the game is really tough.
The game of basketball has changed so much with so many threes. Was that a pass?
I think it was, Coach. Shot went up by Jamarian Johnson. And an offensive rebound. And Johnson catches it and goes back up.
That was a nice pass by Jam Johnson.
Good block right there by the Rattlers.
South Hall got away with a reach foul there.
She did. And she's playing close. She has 2 fouls out here, so I'm sure Coach Crawford is probably going to look at trying to go at her a little bit.
Yeah.
Gavin got it in the hole right there, and as we talked about, she's going to see 2 defenders nearly every trip down.
There's a lot of time left, and you don't want a player like Southall sitting over there on the bench with fouls.
No, you don't. I tell you, Coach is trusting her right now, so we'll see how that works out. As the ball goes in to Slim Norwood, and she draws a foul.
And what they're doing, they're double teaming anytime the ball goes inside. They're double teaming from the passing defensive player and then the one that's guarding the person that gets the ball.
They are. And it seemed to work as a good strategy because they've kept the ball out of Gavin's hand, which is their marquee player. Man, they've got it in the post right there to her.
Oh, a little drop step.
Absolutely. Good move, just didn't come up with the basket. The Spartans come up with it and going downhill.
T.T. Gavin down at the other end.
South Hall going downhill like we talked about and draw the and one. Going to the free throw line for 1 shot. And that foul was on Natasha Gavin.
I think she gets to the hole so easy. I think, and I'm not telling coaches what to do, but just observing, I think I'd stick somebody out there straight on and give a little pick for her and let her get by it too.
Absolutely. I'm sure, as we've seen, Coach is going to be doing a lot of different things to try to make sure to keep the ball in her hands and keep her going north and south, getting to the basket. Janiyah Johnson with it going downhill.
That's got to be something.
That's a good play.
Yeah,
Came up with it. I thought there was a lot of contact as well, but
she got sandwiched.
Called.
I will say this. They're not calling anything. I think they know we don't want any overtimes going into the guys' game.
Absolutely. They're not calling much of anything. You say the game is not a contact sport. Basketball, as we see tonight, is physical. These young ladies are getting after it. Rattlers got into their man-to-man and drew the turnover.
South Hall, when they were driving on the other side, they were looking for South Hall being in the corner over here, and she was a little late getting there, and it caused that turnover.
Yeah, and I think they do a lot of that, the girls of this program. They know who their emotional leader is and their team leader from every aspect, so they look for it. As the Rattlers nearly turned it over in the backcourt, but drew a foul. Foul is on number 23, Lulu McDonald. 8-9 with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left as the ball is getting ready to be put back into the Rattlers. Jamarian Johnson brings it across half.
Little crossover there, little dribble handoff.
Ball goes up. Gavin with the offensive rebound and just puts it back with a short jump shot. Bucket in. And just like that, the Rattlers are back up 10-9 and apply a little bit of pressure. I tell you, Coach, it's always good to score because you get to set your defense as Natasha Gavin comes up with a big block right there. Rain Lofton does get her offensive rebound, but sees Gavin, and she travels right there for the turnover. So now Rattlers coming back up with the basketball.
Somebody's been coaching Lofton because she did a little up and over down here inside. That doesn't come. You've got to be taught that.
No, that's you can tell she's been in the gym with somebody. Slim Norwood with it.
Nice
post
pass.
entry pass to Gavin.
Oh, another
Drops
drop
up in the
step.
basket. They couldn't
Same
double
thing
the
with
basket.
that.
Absolutely. It's a big
Very
move
nice.
by the young lady.
Very nice.
Freshman. Oh, I thought that was a clean block right there, but the officials thought otherwise. So we've got a foul on Slim Norwood, number 10. And Southall is going to shoot 2. Jeez, I thought that one was pretty close.
Coming from behind, I've seen a lot worse fouls tonight than that one.
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, like you just said earlier, the game of basketball is about angles, and that coming from behind to try to make a play, make a block, is always a tough position to give that foul call.
You know what? The official that made the call was behind the one that fouled. So the angle, you're exactly right, could have been where it looked like a foul from there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Southall is at the line and misses her first. We've got a couple of substitutions, and she's going to go up for a second with the score 12-9, 3 minutes and 16 seconds left. Going up for her second shot right here. And it's good. And they set their defense and apply a little full court pressure. I tell you, Coach has changed her offense a little bit and put Slim Norwood at the point, and she's bringing it up and starting the offense, and look at what they're doing. They're getting the ball into the post.
They're going inside.
They're going inside to Gavin as she gets it up and gets her offensive rebound twice and goes back up the third time with the and one. I tell you. Foul is on number 2, Cameron Rivers, and we're going to have one free throw for TT. I tell you, that big adjustment was just changing.
They're
taking
reversing
Slim Norwood out.
They're reversing the ball and getting it inside. And
absolutely. She makes that free throw.
TT Gavin is doing a good job of posting that body up in there, and the guards are doing a good job of getting to the ball.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can tell that's really what they want to do. And
nice ball movement.
Playing through their strengths.
Nice
shot
ball
goes up.
movement. Very nice.
And number 12, Briley Goff, knocks down the 3, and they set their defense. So, Coach, as we talked about, it's going to be a defensive game. Everybody wants to set their defense, and these kids are getting after it full court.
And I think they're sort of fitting in now, feeling better. Maybe they're getting warmed up with all the cold weather or not, but they're executing better on offense, and they're still playing hard on defense.
Absolutely, absolutely. Gotten a little. We have a turnover right there by Rylan Davis of the Rattlers. It's going to be Spartans basketball.
Hey, isn't it great? High school basketball is here.
High school basketball is here. Indoor sports. I was at a football game with Saraland Spartans just the other day, and they played Benjamin Russell, and now they're going to the state championship, but it was cold.
Really appreciate MCPSS Network taking these games on. It's great to see, and I'm telling you what, high school basketball in the South is coming on.
Absolutely.
Next game, you've got the #1 sophomore in the state going up in LJ Williams.
Absolutely. That game is going to be exciting to see as he's been playing really well, and the Spartans, the guys, are 8-0 in the season.
good coaching in these games also. Coach Crawford and Coach Neoff, both are competitive. They both played college basketball. Coach Neoff played at South Alabama, and Coach Crawford played at Huntington. So it's always nice when you play the game, but you don't have to play the game. I know some managers that have become players.
Absolutely. A lot of people, really think that just because you were a great player, a good player, that's going to make you a great coach, man. There's been some guys and women and coaches who weren't players, managers like you said, or didn't get much playing time, were some of the greatest coaches.
Coach Powell, when he was at Alabama, with Mark Godfrey, and he started out as the manager and then became the graduate assistant.
Oh, wow.
And I tell you what, he's a good coach.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they're off to a great season. As the Rattlers get the ball down court on a long pass and fumble it and have a quick turnover at the basket. So the Spartans are back with it, coming down. Shot goes up by Ellie Roberts.
She's got a really nice, smooth shot.
That was a big pull-up and a good make, man. I tell you, you don't see much mid-range game from kids these days.
No, you don't.
You either see the three ball or you see to the basket.
Jay Johnson bringing that ball down with her left hand with pressure on her. That was good.
That was good. Score back 15-15 as we have an inadvertent foul on Briley Goff right here.
Coach Neoff is very fortunate to have Terry Fowler with experience as her assistant. He was 10 years the head coach at South Alabama, then 7 years the head coach at North Alabama. So there's a lot of experience over there with Coach Neoff, and he's been doing that, and now he's sort of retired and just comes back and helps her, but his daughter is going to work there coaching also, Madison.
Awesome. I always say, man, you're only as good as your staff, man. Every head coach has to have a great staff. As Southall comes over with a big steal and goes full court, coast to coast with a layup.
That's another turnover. The past couple of minutes, more and more turnovers have been happening.
Yeah, I think the game is starting to wear a little bit, and both teams are getting after it. Some of the girls may be getting a little bit tired, the legs getting a little bit tired. So, some of the carelessness is coming from that.
Right now, I've got both teams having 8 turnovers apiece. And I'll say again, that's pretty good to tell you the truth, but a lot of that has to do with a lot of shots have gone up. They're getting the shot off before they're turning the ball over, which is better. At least they're getting a shot up.
At least you get a shot up. You got a chance for it to go in, chance to draw the foul, or a chance to get the offensive rebound. So that's always a lot better. As they're scrambling for it, ball goes out. It's going to be Rattlers basketball. 38 seconds here left in the half. 15-17. The Spartans up by 2.
T.T. Gavin not only is scoring inside, but she's also guarding inside on defense. And right now, a 6'2" freshman.
Hey, she's doing a really good job. And I tell you, she's not playing like a freshman.
No, she's not. Look at her posting.
She's doing a really good job of knowing her body and sealing with her body for them to be able to get her the ball. And I tell you, she's seen 2 and 3 defenders just like right there. As she dribbled it off one of them's foot, and it's a turnover going to the Spartans.
Depending how hard she's going to work through her senior year, she could have a really, really good career in the game of basketball.
Absolutely. I can definitely see her having a really good career
and
here.
Not just because she's tall, she's physical. She's somebody has done a really good job of teaching her post moves. She's got a drop step. She's got to move to the middle with her left hand. Somebody's done a good job coaching her.
6 seconds left as Johnson drives to the basket. Shot goes up, it's a miss, and the rebound. And it's a miss, and we're at the half, 15-17. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with second half action of the Saraland Spartans and the Leflore Rattlers.
A teacher is one of the biggest investors in a community.
They impact the lives of those we value the most.
Teachers share knowledge which helps shape and mold our future leaders. Teachers show direction and help build a sense of purpose.
Are you ready to make a change? For more information on teaching opportunities, teacher incentives, or to apply with the Mobile County Public Schools, log on to www.mcpss.com.
This is a program for any middle school student who's actually behind. This opportunity offers kids a chance to do 2 grades in 1 year.
If it wasn't for Star Academy, I would still be in 8th grade and probably still struggling.
We are one-on-one. We have small classrooms and we're able to give students that personal touch, that personal attention.
I know I'm coming to see good teachers, good attitude, and also they're here to teach us what we need to learn.
Hello, my name is Andy Bennett. I am the owner and president of Interactive Learning and the co-creator of the Chisel 365 Leadership Curriculum and Technology. For the last 20 years, I've been working in the schools and with our nation's JROTC programs. I was asked to give a real quick interview and answer a few questions about our Chisel 365 curriculum. So first question was, why did we see a need for this program? Kind of back to the name here, character, health and fitness, interactive, service, and leadership. That's what we were trying to deliver. We found that high school was too late. It was too late to wait for high school to get these students in this program that could change the course of their life, give them identity, give them a hope for a bright future. So we needed to create that earlier on and catch those kids, get them with healthy habits and communicating better, just becoming better citizens and better leaders.
Detachment, attention. The Cadet Creed.
The Cadet Creed. I'm a Leadership and Character Development Corps Cadet.
The way it works, what's supposed to work, is a program we invite the middle kids to come in and to be a part of the program. Because we figure like this, a lot of the middle school kids comes in and they either join band or they go to PE because they want to be athletes. But you still have those kids who don't want to be in band and they know there's not going to be athletes. So we recruit those kids so we can put them in the leadership program because we know leadership is something that they can use for the rest of their lives. And those kids that we bring in who are non-athletes are the ones who stay in the program all the way through. Even though in the 7th grade they can become athletes, a lot of them come back once their season is over. So the great thing is that we capture them, we teach them how to team build, we have fun activities for them, and they want to stay.
Well, the first thing it does, it offers them a place in the school. It is a program built for any and every student. Every student can find their place in LOTC. Every student will evolve into something greater. They do this program. It brings good out of them, brings the confidence out of them, skills out of them. It's a program that's built for all students.
When I was in the program, I didn't really think much of it. I thought it was just another fun program to be in, but the longer I stood in it, I really realized how much it highlighted leadership skills, and that really made me want to stay.
So in life, it made me reach out to more people. It made me connect with others that I wouldn't normally talk to. It made me build relationships with instructors, and they have helped me throughout school.
I could not see any reason that you would not have an LOTC in every middle school. If you have football, if you have band, if you have the arts, why would you not offer this leadership program in alignment with those other groups? When you search for leadership programs, we've looked high and low. There's not a lot out there for something that I have seen with the return on investment. I don't know what it even costs to start up an LOTC program because we've always had it, but I know that we wouldn't do without it. And just recently we're looking at budget cuts and no one's looking to cut out LOTC, but it's the foundation of our culture. And we have a culture of high expectations where young men are developed into real world leaders. And that's what LOTC has provided for us.
It really helps kiddos with just leadership opportunities. We are also an international baccalaureate school, and so we use that as what we call a design course. And so kiddos learn a lot of different qualities and within the program, in terms of leadership and how they can become better people, better citizens. And so all our 6th grade students take LOTC. 7th grade is an elective and 8th grade is an elective as well.
This program absolutely works. It absolutely works. We started off, like I said, with one when I got here. They put 3 more in once I got here, and now we're up to 15. And more schools all over Texas. We got 20 programs in Fort Worth. We got 29 in Dallas. We got 15 up in Houston. We got another 5 on the outskirts of San Antonio. So we got about 85 programs in Texas alone. Absolutely it works. As the rate is growing, we'll be bigger than JRTC in the next 5 years.
Do you feel alone, overwhelmed, or helpless?
There's hope, there's hope. Call or text 988.
You don't have to face your crisis alone. If you need a safe space to talk with a trusted adult for support, reach out to your school counselor.
Do you need help to make it through everyday struggles? Do you need someone to talk to? Call or text 988. Your social emotional wellness is worth it.
Remember, there's hope, there's help.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we believe it starts with us. That's why we offer Signature Academies.
I'm Tracy Tran, and I'm in the Healthcare and Dental Academy at Theodore High School. In the Dental Academy, I'm working alongside dental professionals getting hands-on training from those already working in the industry. Shadowing them on the job makes me want to work even harder because now I know what I want to be.
Signature Academies are open to all students in Mobile County Public High Schools. To find out more, visit MCPSS.com.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back and headed into second half action with the Spartans and the Rattlers. Saraland High School and Leflore High School, 15-17. And Coach, we've seen some really good action in the first half, a lot of defensive play. As we've seen quite a few missed shots, but I like to attribute that to defense.
Yeah, well, the one thing that I've observed about this first half is that both teams are playing hard. Both teams have 11 turnovers, which I think is good. The shots just aren't going. They're not shooting a good percentage, but I think overall there's been good shots made. And the free throws, you got to make free throws.
You got to make free throws.
Both bunches. They got to get in the gym. Coaches can get them in the gym and shoot it during practice, but if you want to be a good free throw shooter, we tell our guys when they come to us for instruction in the classroom, free throws, you get in the gym after you get through practice and stay and make at least 25 to 50. Make 25 to 50, not shoot them.
That's got to be something you've got to commit to personally
Exactly.
on your own. And that's something that we tell our kids as well before and after practice. You get a lot of kids commit to working on the 3-ball and dunking and all different things, but layups and free throws are a huge part of the game, as have been tonight.
Because you can only get so much in practice. Okay,
absolutely.
And there comes a time that if basketball is important to you as anything, singing, you got to practice on your own. Take what you've learned from instructions and then practice.
You got to practice. And as coaching, I know you can attest to this. We've got to trust that you guys are actually working on your game because, like you said, there's so much that we can only fit in practice. So you've got to actually work on your game. When Coach draws it up, he's got to trust that you've been working on that shot and you can make that shot at a high level.
There's absolutely both teams now. We know now who both coaches want their hands on the ball. As far as Saraland, they want the ball in the hands of Southall, and as far as Leflore goes, they want the ball in the hands of Norwood.
Absolutely. And we're back into second half action. Spartans taken out.
I can tell you right now, Coach Niehoff had them in. So we want that ball reversed, and we want it reversed quick.
Yeah, they've done a really good job with ball reverses. Ball goes back to South Hall, and she does exactly what you said she's going to do. Got downhill and drew the foul.
She's got to be able to get bumped a little bit more. She's only a junior, but she's getting to the hole, but she's got to be able to finish when she gets in there.
She does. She drew that foul on number 14, Johnson. She does a really good job, South Hall, of throwing her body around and just drawing contact. And as we talked about earlier, as she shoots that first free throw and misses, she does a really good job of drawing contact. And with the Rattlers defenders, they're younger, learning positioning, and that's something that I'm sure Coach Crawford is teaching to her kids, how to adjust to driving and defending the ball, on-ball and off-ball defense.
Tell you what, I hadn't been here, but this place is really nice.
They have
Leflore
done a really nice
High
job.
School gymnasium is beautiful.
It is. And
Nice
the Rattlers
pass.
take it down on a 2-on-1 break, and Norwood goes up for 2. I'll tell you, I like one thing. I like the adjustment that Coach makes. Her defense, they don't take time to celebrate or waste time to figure out who they have. If they score, they get into their defense. As Norwood does a really good job on ball defense, walling up, creates the miss, and Natasha Gavin comes up with the rebound, and the Rattlers bringing it up the floor.
I love Natasha Gavin. I mean, if you like physicalness, and just a freshman, she's got a future ahead of her if she's the type that'll work.
She really does, and I'll tell you, I think that Coach Yo is in the building for a reason from South Alabama. She's got her eyes out, and she does a really good job of eyeing out local talent. I think that she's in here for a reason.
Well, I know Richie's playing tonight, but there's a guy or a couple guys, young guys, in that next game that I bet he'd like to be watching too.
Absolutely.
They're playing. South's playing New Mexico State in Houston this year. The coach, Coach Hooten, that's at New Mexico State now, was the head coach at Sam Houston State. And then he got the job at New Mexico, and somehow or another they decided they're going to play in Houston. So that's going to be I got a text from Coach Hooten today and said he doesn't like Richie's zone that he runs. That's a tough zone.
That's a tough zone. I was about to say Coach Rich is doing a really good job with it, and as he has been the last few years.
You know what the best NIL Coach Riley has at South?
What's that?
His zone.
Rattlers have it going back down the floor and back in the hands of Norwood.
Oh, nice give
Tries
and
to
go.
make the pass, and it's tipped out. That ball went off the Rattlers. I thought that went off the Spartans, but we're going to go back down here.
Well, we started out this half by turnovers, and they're getting more turnovers than what they did that first half.
Absolutely.
I don't know if the officials decided at halftime they're going to call it closer. Here comes full court pressure from Leflore.
And ball is picked up at the half, and Rattlers all over it, but they get it out of the trap. And then we have Carla Martin with the basketball. She makes the pass down to Rain Lofton where she walks with it. I'll tell you, that's one of those plays right there again, Coach. You talk about Natasha Gavin, how she knows how to use her footwork, use her body. And she defended the post really well right there and drew that travel. You've got
Coach Neoff has done a really good job. She's got 2 or 3 girls. When they get it, they're going to the hole. They're fearless.
I tell you, this half has been a little bit of different of a start as both teams are looking to really get downhill and get to the basket instead of starting out with the jump shots, as there was a jump shot right there by Gavin.
And a finish.
And a rebound by South Hall, and she goes coast to coast for the and one.
And that's what she's got to do. She's going to score a lot of points because she's going to get to the hole. Now she's got to come up with ways of finishing.
Absolutely, absolutely. As she's back at the line for the and one. And as we talked about earlier, with Coach Yo being here for South Alabama, like you said, there's some talent all over the floor with these young ladies, this young group.
You know, when they're young, one good thing about it, they grow up.
They grow up.
They grow
Absolutely.
up.
Absolutely. 17-20 here as the Spartans take the lead by 3 and cause a turnover from the Rattlers. So it's going to be Spartans basketball right here. Coach, what do you think it's going to take for the Rattlers to get going here offensively?
I think that they got to come back down and do what they were doing successfully. They got to go back inside. It's been they've only gone in not near as much this second half as what they did the first half.
Agreed. They've made a couple of trips down, and they haven't gotten a touch for Gavin. As the Rattlers come up with it.
See, one of the things that Saraland can't have is allowing Leflore to be able to push the ball and get easy buckets or get fouls. And that's the last 3 times down the court, that's exactly what's been happening.
Absolutely. As they did score on a 2-on-1 break, as there's a shot goes up by Janiyah Johnson and a rebound by the Spartans as they go down. And a steal and a quick backcourt by Norwood.
That's a shame that she should have been rewarded because she was hustling.
Yeah,
and she got her hand on the ball like 2 or 3 times.
She did. And I tell you, she's been everywhere with blocking shots, rebounding the basketball, finishing around the rim. I tell you, Norwood is just one of those kids that just is being on both sides of the floor, playing the game the way you like to see it played. Ball comes in.
She has to do that for the Rattlers because she's a senior.
She has to.
And she's got the experience, which they don't have too much of.
She does.
She plays hard, too. She's long.
She does. As there's a foul.
I can see why they call her Slim.
I can see why as well.
I'm amazed. That's the first thing. On teams, some of the kids always have slang names, nicknames, and stuff. Every kid for Leflore has a nickname.
Absolutely.
That's neat.
That is. As we have number 3, Carla Martin, here at the line right there. She got fouled on the jump shot by Jamarian Johnson of the Rattlers, and she has 3 shots, 2 left, as she missed the first one.
One of the things that I really like about Coach Crawford is that not only she's competitive, but she started a league for girls called the Moxie League, and she started it in 2022, and she had 40 girls, and as of the date now, they have 8 teams and 80 girls.
She's done a really good job of, that's what you call, Coach, growing the game of basketball. She's making an impact right here at Leflore, but not only at Leflore, within the community.
And anybody that needs any information on the Moxie League, they can do moxieleague.com and get information.
Absolutely. And we've seen that league as they've played some games at Bishop and had some different things, and our women's basketball coach has played in it and been a part of it, as well as some of our collegiate players. So that league has been really beneficial to not only just the community, to kids that come from out of town for us that have an opportunity to play in the summers and develop and play against different talent.
Yeah.
As we have a timeout right here, 17-24. And we're going to take a quick break with 3:46 left.
I'm Keith Blackwood, your Mobile County District Attorney. I want to remind you about the truancy laws. 5 unexcused absences requires you to attend the Early Warning Truancy Program. Failure to attend the Early Warning Truancy Program can cause you to appear before a judge in circuit court. We need you to stay in school. This is a serious law, and it needs to be taken very seriously. I wish you and your family a safe, happy, and successful school year.
And we are back with action. Third quarter action, 17-24, 3 minutes and 46 seconds left with the Leflore Rattlers and the Saraland Spartans. Coach, we've had a good game thus far. Kind of slow start to the third quarter a little bit for the Rattlers, but the Spartans have made a couple of baskets, got a couple of and ones, and built a 7-point lead right now in the third quarter.
We're going to see how they react, both bunches react, because I think that's the largest lead of the game.
It is.
Nice drive.
As there's a nice drive right there by Janiyah Johnson with the left-hand basket and setting their pressure. And the Rattlers are back in their man-to-man.
Inside out.
And that was a good block by the Rattlers, number 2, Jamarian Johnson. And she has the ball back and bringing it up, setting the offense.
got the ball down there. They're trying to run more, and there it goes in to Gavin. Oh.
And, Coach, as you talked about earlier, although sometimes players don't make the play, but usually when you put the ball in your playmaker's hands, good plays happen. As that time ball went in to Gavin, and she entered it back out from the ball being inside. Shot goes up. It was a miss, but it was a good offensive rebound. And now we got 2 free throws by Janiyah Johnson. She misses the first, but looking to take another.
For all the young kids that are watching on free throws, when you go up to the free throw line, it's a free throw. It's not a speed throw. You have 10 seconds to shoot the ball. When you come up there, you dribble, go through your leg, whatever you want to do. But when you come up, you got to stare at that thing a couple seconds and then go through with good form. Good. That was good. She took more time on that one.
And missed the second. But, Coach, I was just going to ask, what drills, what things, what techniques do you teach to someone shooting free throws? Like you said, that's one of the times that you can be selfish, and that's just for you. But what do you teach your kids or tell your kids as far as free throws?
As far as free throws, when you go up there again, you've got to take your time. You can't go up there. I tell players that when they come to me in the classroom or whatever, or when I was playing, when you're shooting a free throw in practice, it's like everything. It's no time left. You're shooting a 1-and-1 for the state championship. You've got to put pressure on yourself when you're shooting it. You got to use the same form. You got to take your time, and then put the ball in the hole. And don't start changing because this one don't go. When you get it and you feel comfortable with it, you shoot it like that. Ooh, nice little Euro there.
It was a nice move. Shot goes up, and it's out of bounds. It's going to be Rattlers basketball.
Yeah, I know Goff would like to have that shot back. She was wide open. You couldn't blame her for taking it, but you got to put that thing. It's got to hit something up there.
Got to hit something up there. 5-point game, and I'll tell you, Coach, one thing I also liked, just from a coaching standpoint, I see both coaches up, and both of them are competing. I tell you, there's always a game within a game. The kids are out here competing, but both of these coaches have really done a really good job of getting their kids, their teams prepared, and they're competing, getting after it too. Coach Crawford, Coach Neoff.
Well, I think the girls are getting a little tired because they're going more and more turnovers now.
I agree, as there's a turnover right there. And there's going to be a timeout by the Spartans. Yeah, I agree. I think both groups have gotten a little bit tired, a little bit careless with the ball. They say the first thing to go when you get tired is a mind, and I think some of these passes and, just play and just shots in general have been indicators of that.
Yeah, once they get going here, it's going to be interesting to see if it gets a little sloppy in the fourth quarter. But I think that there's enough discipline on both teams. The angle, just like when they tried to feed Gavin a while ago, they had a bad angle. The way that she was posting, the ball needed to go to the corner to go in. They tried to feed it here, and the girl slipped around and got in front and intercepted the ball.
Absolutely, and that's something that we talked about earlier, the game of angles.
I'm old school. I'm old school. I want that ball going inside. We did a drill every day, read and feed. And we worked on at least 12, 15 minutes a day on our guards, reading the post, whether it goes from the wing in or whether it goes from the corner in or you do a high-low.
But post entry, feeding
post entry.
And I think that's probably something that's not practiced and worked on as much within today's game. It is actually just
they don't feed the post much.
They don't feed the post much.
I'd say probably the top 20 teams in the country, they're able to go get the top postmen, so they go inside. But I still, if I was coaching today, I know the threes, but if you can get the ball inside and then go outside for a three, that's pretty doggone good. Nice hustle. Nice pass.
Got the ball inside to Big Gavin, and look what she does. She finishes for him.
Yeah. Jay Johnson into Gavin. Very nice.
And this young group, if they can keep this young group together, Coach, they're going to be really dangerous for a while.
A freshman post girl?
Absolutely.
A freshman?
Absolutely.
That'll hit you and score and finish.
And mind contact and skilled with it as well. So she's going to be really special as she continues to grow.
I hope I can get her I know somebody's been working with her. I hope we can get her in the classroom a little bit this summer.
Absolutely. As Janiyah Johnson comes up with the steal and has it, and she's getting downhill and drew the foul.
I don't know if Coach Crawford told them this, but the last 3 times down the court, they're getting the ball inside more and they're driving to the hole more. I think when they're driving now, they're getting all the way there, and they got people now for the pitch out to be able to hit the pitch out person.
Absolutely.
Nice shot.
That's right
Inside
there.
out then.
Absolutely. And that's something Gavin does also. That's a really good job of actually, once the ball comes in, knowing, hey, I'm going to see 2 defenders. So I'm actually going to not take this shot. I'm going to kick it out, and she got that 3 to Janiyah Johnson.
If she could do that consistently, next year she's going to have a whole lot of offers.
She is. She is. South Hall with that full court basket. I tell you, the Rattlers don't waste any time getting the ball out of the floor. Clayton Williams goes up for 1, goes up for the basket, and South Hall fouls her. And now Clayton Williams has 2 free throws. I tell you, the speed of the game just right there in that segment was really good. As Clayton makes that first one. She got 1 more shot. 41 seconds left, 25-26. I tell you, this game has been a back and forth battle. 1 more shot and she can tie it up right here, Coach. And up.
You think the guys are in there saying, please don't go into overtime?
I think so. I think so. They've been watching this, probably looking at the chomps.
This is going to be an interesting. I'm happy for both these teams, especially Leflore is not a team that's only won 1 game.
Absolutely.
They're much better than that record, and they're getting better and better.
Absolutely. Their record does not say what kind of a team they are. As South Hall makes a really good drive right there and makes a basket. But their record does not show what they truly are. This is a young group that's a really well-coached team. Right there, Clayton Williams, freshman, makes a drive and a drop off to Gavin and makes a big play.
Clay Williams made that play.
Absolutely.
She did a nice crossover out front, got to the hole. They helped and pitched.
Made a big basket as we go into the 4th quarter now. The end of that 3rd quarter, 27-28.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
And we are back. We're back in 4th quarter action, which has been a nip and tuck game, Coach. 27-28. Both of these teams have been playing some really good basketball.
It's going to be, this is a team builder here for Coach Crawford and her group. They're very young. They're close game. This is what's going to make them better and better for district. Can they finish the game and win?
Can you finish the game?
Have they learned how to win?
Absolutely. You know, the first thing is you want to learn how to play. As you learn how to play, you want to learn how to win. And Rattlers with the ball starting out the 4th quarter. Ball back into Clayton Williams' hands as he drives and kicks.
Nice little ball fake.
Yep. And they try to enter the ball in.
Coach Nia, they're now fronting. They're not fronting the post. So now they're making it harder and harder to get the ball inside. Gavin is not getting the ball now in a direct pass from out front.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and
nice.
she got it in on the inbounds and just couldn't quite come up with that basket as the Spartans have it. And it's in South Hall's hand, and she races it down the floor and scores the basket. Coach, she is tough to guard in the open floor, man. She puts her head down, like you said, and she's a load.
Whoever's guarding her, they've got to get back. You can't get beat guarding somebody in the back court, and then everybody's helping down the court because she's going to get to the hole.
She is. And I tell you one thing that she does a really good job of is reading defenders. Once you see somebody's back and defense is scrambling, that's one of the best times to attack. She's done a really good job of knowing when to attack.
When I mentioned that Saraland started fronting, not only are they fronting, but they're getting backside help so they can't lob it on her. That's coaching philosophy. That's a really good job, fronting and helping from the back. It doesn't do any good to front and they lob right over you.
Absolutely.
But if you front and you have that backside help, they're sandwiched. They can't get the ball.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what I would do to keep Gavin from getting the ball.
Absolutely. And as we talked about earlier, this game has been a chess match between both of these coaches. They've done a really good job of making adjustments. As we've got a three right there.
And again, who made that happen? Who made that happen?
South Hall. South Hall with the drive, and they stepped in and closed down the lane, but she made the kick out, and you've got a three-point basket. 6-point lead right now, 33-27, and the Rattlers with the timeout. I tell you, Coach Crawford is probably going to call this timeout right here and try to get one of her best baskets right here, try to cut this lead.
I think she's doing a good job. Right now, she's also trying to simmer them down. Okay, now let's get this together. We've come a long way. We've played a good game. We got to finish this thing. Let's show that we've matured to the fact not only we're not just playing to play close, we're playing to win this thing.
Absolutely. And she's coaching a lot of girls who do not have this same experience. So a lot of them were in middle school last year. A couple of them were in middle school championship games last year.
And she wasn't even there last year.
Absolutely. And she wasn't even here. So this is a lot of youthfulness coming out as far as the Rattlers. So she's just trying to keep her girls poised and in this game.
A lot of young'uns out there on that team.
A lot of them, which is really promising for the game of basketball.
There's no question. I'm predicting that Coach Crawford is going to have this program in the next couple years as one of the top in this, not only in this area, but in the state.
I second that, Coach. I second that. I tell you, I think that was a great hire by the Rattlers, Leflore High School administration, with bringing her in.
And you know, when I talked to her today, I said, now who are your starters going to be for sure? She said, let me call you back in 10 minutes. I have to meet with my assistants so that we all have an okay on the same ones.
Absolutely.
That's not only building character in your players, that's building character in your assistants and letting them know what teamwork is.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's building trust within your program, that you trust your assistants that much to actually do that. So that's always a big thing. As big offensive rebound by the Rattlers right there. And a quick miss, but the Spartans have it back. And South Hall has it back.
Nice crossover.
Going down court and comes up short. Loose ball and a tie-up. Going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay down here with the Spartans. But I tell you, that having a really good staff and having people that you can trust and just pouring into your kids as well, you're only as good as a head coach as your staff. And I definitely say that and preach that. And I'm fortunate to have a great staff of men behind me that actually do a really good job of behind the scenes to do a great job. So that's what Coach Crawford and Coach Niehoff, they have that, and you can see it with their kids.
Well, another thing, too, Coach Niehoff, she was fortunate enough to play under Coach Petrie at South. And Rick is a really, really good person and a good coach.
Absolutely.
So she played college ball under a good coach.
Makes a difference, makes a difference. As we have a jump ball right there, and it's going to be Spartans basketball with 6 minutes left, 27-33. Winding down to crunch time. As there's a foul on the inbound by Jamarian Johnson of the Rattlers. He's going to be out of bounds baseline. Still with the Spartans.
That's her fourth personal.
And that's going to be her fourth personal, Coach. And it looks like Coach is going to go to her bench. I was going to say she's probably going to stick to her and give her a little bit of trust. Our coach is going to leave her out there. And she took out Jamarian Johnson. Janiyah Johnson, I apologize, as she looks like she has something going on with her shoulder.
Oh, a little floater.
Yep. And rebound by the young Rattlers. And look who has it, Slim Norwood.
You know, somebody like Slim, I really wish when I looked down there that she was either a junior or a sophomore. 1 more year, 2 more years under Coach Crawford. I think she's going to be a heck of a player.
Absolutely. Will make a huge difference. Timing is everything, right?
She'll have her come a long way just this year. You watch.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there was a foul right there on the offensive rebound. And Gavin is the beneficiary. I tell you, she's coming up. Everything around the basket, she's getting her hands on, Coach. She's finding a way to get rebounds, post entry. She does a really good job of being in the right position to be effective.
Take your time on that free throw. Don't come up firing. Look where you're looking. Look where you're shooting.
A big part of the game.
I like the way she's tough.
She is.
She'll hit you.
She is. And she does a really good job. You know, there's a lot of kids who just don't know how to post. You know, I'm in the post, I'm down here, but she knows how to keep that defender on her shoulder or on her back to actually get that post entry pass and be able to score it. Make a good post move.
See, when you're guarding somebody as quick as Southall, you can't just keep backing up on her because she's going to just go by. You got to jab and get back, keep her off. Am I coming or am I going? You don't know if I'm going to come get you or not. But you can't get beat out in the back court or in the top of the front court and get beat where everybody else is helping you.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. As the Rattlers come up with a steal right here in the back court, and Jamarian Johnson goes coast to coast with it and draws a foul.
Guess who deflected that for Leflore to get the ball? Our girl Gavin.
Guess who? Guess who? And as we talked about a little while ago, she has her hands on everything. And that last foul was on number 3, Martin, for the Spartans.
She has 3. There's quite a few with 3 fouls now.
I was just going to say that, you know, both of these coaches it's getting late in the game, and they're trusting their core with finishing this game, as that's going to keep. You want to keep your players on the court to make plays, and you have to trust your players.
Nice penetrating
drive and kick
pitch.
out.
Oh.
Shot goes up. It's going to be a miss. And Jamarian Johnson with the rebound, and Clay Williams is taking it up the floor.
Nice pass.
Good post entry.
Oh,
and
nice
a basket
pass.
by Markalian Lett, freshman to freshman again. And the Rattlers set their defense, 29-33, 4:51 left, Coach.
Let's see what we're going to get to. Nice pull up.
Shot goes up. Martin misses it and comes up with her own rebound.
That's a really good timeout.
Yeah.
They were sort of out of sync down here, and that was really good timeout.
And we're going to take a quick break right here, 29-33, 4:40 left in this fourth quarter.
Looking for unforgettable food and flawless service for your next event? Woodyard Catering is Mobile's top choice for personal chefs and customized catering. From weddings and baby showers to funerals and private dinners, we bring delicious, handcrafted dishes made with the freshest ingredients, reliable, friendly, full of flavor. Whatever the occasion, we serve it with care. Call Woodyard Catering today, because every event deserves a taste of excellence.
And we are back with fourth quarter late action, 29-33, 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, Coach, in a great game.
This has been an enjoyable game.
This has been.
You know, to tell you the truth, I really didn't know about how good Leflore was going to be until yesterday. They hadn't won a game.
Absolutely.
And they won their first game yesterday against MGM. And I'm impressed with, as young as they are, how far they've come just in this game. Now we'll see if youth can win.
Absolutely. Coach, there's not many teams that's going to play late in a fourth quarter game that you're ever going to see with 4 minutes left and have 4 freshmen on the floor and end the game with a chance to win it.
There's knee offset.
Oh. Rattlers, and to come up with that steal right there by Jamarian Johnson. And
nice
over to Janiyah for the layup. 31-33, Coach. And a block by guess who? Gavin and Slim Norwood comes up with it. And the Rattlers back off to the races again, Coach.
Oh.
I thought that was a foul right there, Coach.
That could have easily been a foul.
It could have easily been one.
Oh.
And it's going to be a turnover by the Spartans going back to the Rattlers' way, Coach. This one has gotten to be a nip and tuck when these freshmen are really playing. I'm really impressed with this youth group, but how they're playing.
Coach Crawford's been telling me for the last week when I call her and get information, we're young, but we're getting better. We're young, but we're getting better. And then when I called today and they won last night, we're better.
You can see that. You can see the growth just within this game.
Isn't it nice to see youth maturing, blooming?
It is. It is. It is.
Ooh, I didn't think they were going to call that.
It didn't seem like that was a late whistle. Slim Norwood with the drive, putting her head down and drew the foul, drew the contact. I tell you, there's going to be free throws left to play. It's going to come into play in this game as well again, Coach. As she drew the foul right there with the and one, Slim Norwood to tie the game up. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left, 33-33, Slim Norwood with a big drive.
Do you think she knows what she just did? She looks like, ooh, did I do that?
Did I do that?
Good for her.
Almost kind of Larry Bird is behind the basket a little bit, right?
I'll tell you what, with being a senior, I would definitely, if I was in junior college, I'd take a chance on her and put some strength on her this summer.
Yeah, I think she has a chance to play some college basketball.
I do
At
too.
what level? I can't say, but I definitely think she has a chance with her height, with her skill set, and still some development. Like you said earlier, I think if she had had Coach Crawford for maybe one more year, you'd definitely see a different player.
I don't know who did the hiring at Leflore to get her, but they ought to be looked at very heavily as administrator of the year.
Absolutely. This is a big-time hire, and they did a really good job. As the Rattlers are back in their man-to-man. Slim Norwood all over and almost caused that steal right there. And caused the turnover, though. There was a big-time travel by Rain Lofton. And the Rattlers have the ball back. The Spartans are going to be playing some man-to-man defense. Got the ball back in and look, and they got a quick fast break and turn it over. Southall with a quick steal, Coach.
No.
And a coast-to-coast.
Nice
I tell you, she has done a really good job of just putting her head down and keeping the ball in her hand and just going. And she knows that she has the experience on the floor.
Oh.
Big drive by Tanaya Johnson, Coach, and she uses that right hand on the scoop layup and ties the game back up. And it looks like we haven't kid down. It looks like it's going to be Southall. She's probably cramping.
Yeah,
that may be a big thing in this game if she has to go out. And she is going to have to come off the floor, I think, Coach. So that may come back in two as it's 2 minutes.
Yeah, that would be tough.
And we're going to take a quick break right here. 35-35, tied up game with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in this one.
Did you know that missing 2 days of school per month
has a negative effect on student achievement?
and that chronic absenteeism is negatively impacting
1 out of every 10 Alabama students.
Studies show students who are chronically absent are more likely to drop out of school. For every 1 day your child is absent from school, it takes 3 days for them to catch up.
So if I am not sick, make sure I'm at school, because missing school means missing out.
Part of the experience of going to the Mobile Museum of Art is that it's there for everyone.
Art is there to inspire, to give you other perspectives, and to make you think outside of yourself.
The museum offers a critical service to the culture of the community.
It's providing the opportunity to have eyes open.
And we are back. Fourth quarter action, 2 minutes and 56 seconds left, and tied 35-35. Coach, we just had an injury right there. Looks like
that's
Southall
not just
went
injury. That's a big-time injury with the Southall.
That's a big time.
That's tough.
That's a big time. As it looks like the Spartans are trying to get it in right now in a little bit of a struggle.
Now on the flip side of it, now we're going to be able to see, Coach Neoff's going to be able to see what they do without their primary point guard out back court.
And that's what they do right there. They get it over and throw it back court. And that's a turnover right there. So you can see how much of a factor South Hall is.
Turnovers have become a major factor in this half.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Rattlers have it in. Spartans are in their man-to-man defense. Williams drives to the basket, plays off
show
two.
and go.
He goes up. That was a really good play by Kamarian Rivers. I apologize. Almost a turnover right there. Slim gets her hands on the ball.
Slim? I like Slim.
I like her too,
Yeah.
Coach. She's everywhere. And she doesn't mind getting after it.
Can she play at Bishop?
I think she has a chance to.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to tell Coach Adrian about it. If she doesn't already know. She comes up with the steal right there.
3 out of the last 4 possessions by Saraland have been turnovers.
Big move by Slim. And a miss, and she goes up for the offensive rebound and goes over the back. So she picks up a foul right there.
I think you're going to be able to say at the end of this game that the winner of this game is going to have the fewest turnovers, because it's going to be close.
It's going to be close. It's going to be a close one. And I can tell you, this game is probably going to be decided by a couple of points, 2 or 3 points. And we're going to look back and look at the free throw count and probably say, man, we left some points on the board. And there's a steal right there. And she steps on the line.
4 out of the last 6 possessions has been turnovers. They ain't even got a shot.
I tell you, as Coach said that she's going to rely on defense, the Rattlers, Coach Crawford, that's what they've done. And she's come up with the big steal right there, and she did a really good job of getting that timeout before Johnson stepped on that line. So this has been a game of nip and tuck from start to finish.
You know how I said in the next few years that the Leflore program, girls program, is going to really get good and good? I take that back. By the middle of this season, going into the middle of district, I think she's going to have it done.
I agree with you. I stand with you.
Yeah.
She's got some young talent, but she has some talent.
And I got to meet her. I haven't even met her yet. I talked to her on the phone this week. I got to meet her.
I know, right? She's done a really good job right here. And I think the rest of this season is going to be interesting to watch her and this group. Good job right there preserving
those
that
smiles.
possession.
Look at those smiles on those freshmen and young kids.
Absolutely.
I think they start smelling that we might can win this thing.
I think they believe, Coach.
Yeah.
I really do think they believe.
Let's see how far they've grown up.
I think they believe. And they see they've gotten a chance right here, and they're playing really hard for it. I tell you, that's one of the biggest things. When you can get kids to buy in and play hard for you, that's going to be huge. Clay Williams has it in. And Janiyah Johnson has it right now. Crossover. And 3 goes up. And it's good. It's good by Jamarian Johnson. So Rattlers go up by 3 right here. A minute and 56 seconds left.
South Hall's back in the game. Oh.
And a turnover by South Hall. And the Rattlers take it down. And Jamarian Johnson has it. Clay Williams goes up with another 3. And misses it, but the offensive rebound comes out. Rattlers work it around and bring it out. Up by 3. And run some time off right here. Looks like what coach is telling them. Take your time, relax. And this comes down to right here what you talked about earlier, Coach. Learning how to play, but also learning how to win. This is one of those moments right here that I'm sure Coach is trying to teach these young groups. And she's telling them, relax. We've got the lead.
Let's see late in the game if they get a little putting it on speed dial rather than just relaxing and letting the game come to them. There's no shot clock, so there's no sense in just going, I got to get the shot off.
Absolutely, absolutely. As Clay Williams takes her first free throw and makes that first one. And a 2-possession game right now. And still has 1 left. That last foul is on number 12, Briley Goff. And the second one is up and good. So
Clay,
Rattlers have a 5-point lead. And
Clay Williams went to the line.
And almost a turnover right there, Coach. Clay got her hands on it, got a tip on it, and it still goes back to the Spartans.
You had a freshman going to the free throw line just then and nailed 2 free throws.
2 free throws late. As we talked about how big free throws were.
Clay Williams.
You want to make all of them, but it's really good when you can make key ones.
Let's see if they can mature in 1 minute and 22 seconds.
Ball goes in. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds. It's still Spartans basketball. We've got 1 minute and 17 seconds left in action right here, Coach. Rattlers up by 5. And you've got Slim Norwood taking South Hall away. I tell you, her job is not to worry about where the basketball is or where anybody else is. She's doing her job of trying to take her away. South Hall does get it back. And South Hall makes the pitch out. And gets it back. Slim Norwood, I tell you, Coach, she's a good defender. Look at what she does. She creates the steal. And Rattlers going up with the layup. And basket good by Clay Williams. Hey, this young group is really playing, Coach. And I think that's going to be tough on the Spartans right there as they turn it over again. Rattlers have the basketball and going to bring it out. Timeout Rattlers with 34 seconds left, up by 7. Rattlers have the ball up by 7 late with this young group, Coach. I tell you, man, like you talked about, we're talking about growing up as the season goes, but we've watched this young group of young ladies grow up tonight.
There's no question about it. We're still going to see if they can finish it, but it looks really good right now. If they just, again, keep their composure, they've got to come to, Saraland's got to come to them. Okay, they're the ones that are behind. They can't play like they're behind. Catch the ball, do your thing, spread the court, take your time, let them foul you, go to the free throw line, make free throws.
Absolutely. You've got to understand the game and understand who's in control. You have the ball, no shot clock, 7-point lead, 3-possession game. You have to understand the game dynamics.
If I'm not mistaken, I think out of the last 6 possessions for Saraland, I think they've turned the ball over 4 times.
I think so.
You can't, especially late in the game.
And Coach Crawford did a really good job of adjusting defensively and
that's
changing her
attributed to
defense.
them, no question.
And there's a jump ball, and it's still going to stay Rattlers ball as they have possession right here. Coach, the foul count is 4-5, so both groups are going to be shooting free throws. So, again, we talked about how big free throws are. They got it in. And the Spartans are going to have to foul right here. They're letting time run off without fouling. Yeah. And they do foul right there. And let a little bit of time roll off. Cameron Rivers with the foul. And now you're going to have Jamarian Johnson going to the line to potentially stretch this lead out.
Got it, another young junior at the lines. See what she's made of.
And misses the first one. I tell you, 23 seconds left right here.
You know, they keep winning. The other teams are going to start giving all of their players nicknames too.
I know, right? Hey, it might be the secret recipe. Johnson goes for his second shot and misses.
And gets the rebound.
But there's an offensive rebound by the Rattlers, Clay Williams, and she draws the foul. Number 2, Cameron Rivers. I tell you, the free throw line blockout is such a big part of the game, Coach, but you see that it still happens at all levels. Even at our level, we talk about pinch and shooter, you know, blocking out, but you still see the offensive rebound, you know, in games is giving up. Why do you think that is?
Well, the bottom line, what's going on right now is the youth for Leflore is gotten experienced. And right now, Saraland's a little router, okay? They've come down and turned the ball over and turned the ball over. And I tell you what, it's a tribute. Shot there.
Number 3 goes up by Southall, and she gets it tipped. And the Rattlers come up with it. Norwood comes up with a big rebound. And I think, Coach, that's probably going to put some ice on it.
Yeah, that's pretty much when they were able to take time off the clock, get to the free throw line. But, you know,
and we have a foul on number 12 for the Spartans, and that's going to be her 5th.
You know, unfortunately with South Hall, when she went down, in fairness to her, she came in, turned the ball over 2 or 3 times. She still might be hurting with that leg.
Yeah, she probably is. Probably still feeling the remnants of that cramp, that little injury, what she may have had.
But you know, on the flip side of this, Trent, now Saraland has got to put it back together and do what they were doing to be able to win the games that they won this year.
Absolutely. That shot goes up by South Hall 3 as time expires. And the Rattlers have a streak going right here, Coach, winning last night and winning tonight, 45-35, with a big win from this youth group.
It is. It's a tribute. It's a tribute to both the teams, but I think tonight we saw the growing up of one of Leflore Rattlers girls basketball team.
And we had some growing up all over the court, Coach. I think we have a young coach in Coach Crawford in first year, but you can really see what she's doing with her program. And we talked about that team growing up as the season goes on. We saw them grow up tonight.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I know Coach Neoff, and she's going to do everything that she can to get her girls to understand what happened tonight. So it's going to be a learning process for them, but I promise you.
Absolutely. Hey, Coach, first of all, I want to say congratulations on a big win tonight. And you put 2 together in a row. What do you think was your big thing as far as getting this win for tonight?
I think just belief in ourselves. My team has been taking the losses. Every day I keep telling them to dig deep, keep playing, keep showing up to practices, and they've been doing that, getting better over time. It's just a belief in themselves that they can pull this off. So I'm proud of them for staying with it and just being resilient.
Morgan, this is Ronnie Era, and I think you sort of maybe be able to take that label off your girls as young. I think they grew up tonight. I think you were very proud. You made some key timeouts, and you beat a good team tonight. I mean, that's not just a bad team. Your team has improved already, and by the time you get through district, you won't even recognize what happened. Your freshman girls, your young girls, I tell you what, they caught on, they learned, they were patient at the end, they made their free throws, they got steals. What won y'all the game, in my opinion, was at the end of the game. I think 7 out of the last possessions that y'all got Saraland to turn the ball over 4 of those times. That was a key.
Thank you, Ronnie. Yeah, I think they grew up a little bit too today. But like I said earlier, I think they just had a overwhelming belief in the team that I talk about, the team that I told them that they could be. I've just been embedding that into them, and I think they came out and did what needed to be done. They came out and played like I knew that they could, and unfortunately we got the win against a very good team.
I know you, and you're not going to let them rest on this game tonight. Back to work probably, maybe later on tonight.
That's
no,
right.
You'll probably get them off tonight.
That's
good
right.
to know. Nice win.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to see you guys again.
Thank you so much.
And we've enjoyed a great girls game with the Leflore Rattlers ending up with a win, 45-35. And next we're going to have the Saraland Spartan boys and the Leflore Rattler boys, and it's going to be a good one. We're excited about this one as well.
You know, some people might have thought tonight because of the records that this was going to be a blowout or not a very good game. 1 down and 1 to go. 1 great game, very good game. And now this one, I see the same thing.
Absolutely. And we're going to take a break, and we will be back with action. Boys action, Saraland versus Leflore Rattlers.
Mobile County Public Schools completes about $100 million in school construction each year. And we're looking for new contractors and construction vendors to help us ensure that all students are learning in top-notch facilities. Is your company interested in becoming a construction vendor for Mobile County Public Schools so you can bid on these projects? We need contractors, plumbers, HVAC installers, roofers, electricians, painters, and more. Follow these steps to become a vendor. Number 1, complete the vendor application online. Under System, select Business, and then under Resources, click Vendor Online Application. Number 2, enter the vendor portal. Click Apply to agree to the terms and click Save and Next. Number 3, enter your business information as prompted. A tax ID number or social security number will be required to complete the application. At the bottom of each page, click Save and Next. To find out what projects are currently open for bidding, visit mcpss.com/bid invitation. Follow MCPSS Facilities Facebook page and email facilities to receive notifications. Complete these easy steps, and your company soon may be part of Team MCPSS.
So let's go over some of the interviewing tips that you have found that will help you. Project Search is actually an international program. It's not just a Mobile County program. It's all over the United States. There's 2 sites here in Mobile, and Providence Hospital is one of those. Mobile Infirmary is the other site. It is in the United Kingdom, and it is an employment training program for students with disabilities. So the students have completed all of their requirements for graduation, but they are still under the school system. So at the end of this program, they will receive their diploma from Mobile County Public Schools.
There's a whole population of young people out there that want to work. It just takes them longer to learn the job skills to work. And that's what this program is set up for, where they can come into a setting and they can get the proper training from the staff, the Project Search staff, and the mentors in the hospital setting to train them these skills that they normally wouldn't be able to get once they get employed. And it's a whole year process. And some of them, it takes them that long to get some of these skills.
Brian's helped me before to change out a door gasket on one of our other units.
Instead of being in the school setting, they're in a business setting. So here, we're in the classroom for the first 3 weeks, working on our social skills and job development skills. Then after the 3 weeks, they start their actual internships.
Yep, that's right.
We see them as an extension of our family. They're interns that we're preparing for the workforce. And the hope is for them to be employed either by Providence or by some outside agency, using the knowledge, skills, and ability that we help to help them to acquire.
Once I complete the program, I would like to work in the hospital.
And why is that?
Because I like working with patients.
The Project Search program has been a wonderful, experience, meeting with people, just being around different people, and the atmosphere is just very, very overwhelming. It's just very good.
Did you know that missing 2 days of school per month
has a negative effect on student achievement?
And that chronic absenteeism is negatively impacting
1 out of every 10 Alabama students.
Studies show students who are chronically absent are more likely to drop out of school. For every 1 day your child is absent from school, it takes 3 days for them to catch up.
So if I am not sick, make sure I'm at school, because missing school means missing out.
You've got questions? We got answers. MCPSS.com. Whether it's attendance zones, school calendar, lunch menus, or registration information that you are looking for, you can find it right here. MCPSS.com. You can also get the latest news and district-wide calendar information, and it's just a click away. So when you need to know, and you need to know right now, check us out. MCPSS.com.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi. Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you? Good. How are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
If you look at the numbers, Mobile County Public Schools is making great strides. With more than 53,000 students, 7,000 employees, and 90 schools, we are consistently increasing our 4-year graduation rate and our first-class pre-K program. We continue to strive for national recognition and continue to prepare our students for the global workforce. And we do all of this with one goal in mind, to equip and empower college and career-ready graduates. Mobile County Public Schools. We're learning today, leading tomorrow.
This is a program for any middle school student who's actually behind. This opportunity offers kids a chance to do 2 grades in 1 year.
If it wasn't for Star Academy, I would still be in 8th grade and probably still struggling.
We are one-on-one. We have small classrooms and we're able to give students that personal touch, that personal attention.
I know I'm coming to see good teachers, good attitude, and also they're here to teach us what we need to learn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second game of the night of our Tuesday night hoops. I'm Trent Eager, along with Coach Ronnie Arrow. We have the Saraland Spartans along with the Leflore Rattlers boys games.
Well, we just got through seeing one heck of a game where the Rattlers beat Saraland, really with a really freshman team. They were able to do the things that they needed to do at the end. And unfortunately, Saraland at the end didn't handle the ball very well. But for this game, arrows, targets, those are the things that I think both teams need to do to win the game. First of all, Saraland has got to be able to respect one win by the other team. Don't worry about who you're playing. Don't worry about the record. You've got to be able to respect the name, because I can tell you right now, Leflore is going to come at them. Then number one, you got to get the ball to L.J. Williams. L.J. Williams is the number 1 sophomore in the state, and he's something that's going to be reckoned with. He's averaging 22 points and 12 rebounds a game. But Leflore, they can't give Saraland any second shots, and they have to contain L.J. Now, let me also say C.J. Williams is also going to have to be, because he can shoot the ball. Inside, outside, this is going to be an up and down the court game.
Yeah. And the starters for tonight, you got the Saraland Spartan starters. Number 2, Trayshawn Harvey. Number 3, Caden Warren. Number 5, KJ Brady. Number 22, Christopher C.J. Williams. Number 32, Leardis L.J. Williams. And for the Rattlers, you got number 0, Justin Lawrence. Number 1, Braylon Taylor. Number 2, Ryan Austin. Number 4, Joseph Robinson. And number 23, Amari Rowell. Coach, as you talked about, this is going to be an interesting game. And one thing, just even our women's game just before this, our records don't really indicate the level of play that we expect to see here tonight. So you have your Leflore Rattlers here tonight on the guys' side that are sitting at 1-6. But I can surely attest, I'm sure we're going to see a different team that's a 1-6, different from their record.
Throw records, throw everything out the door. These two teams have got a history of tradition basketball at their schools. They're going to show up and play tonight. I'm going to tell you this. If you haven't seen Saraland play, you need to go see them play. They get up and down the court. They have 3 ingredients that they could win the whole thing this year. They've got talent, they've got good coaches, and they've got kids that like playing with one another.
Absolutely, absolutely. As the tip goes up and the Spartans come up with it, and we're off to action. Rattlers in man-to-man, and shot goes up from 3, and it's a miss, and the Rattlers come up with the rebound.
There's going to be some skates on tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be a fast game, Coach.
Nice pass.
And bucket goes up, and that's going to be an and one.
Very nice ball movement. Very nice ball movement.
Yeah.
You know, here again, the coaching staffs for these two. First of all, the two head coaches have got a lot of experience, even though Johnny's only been here, 3 years. And he's got to be able, he's young, he knows that. But again, let's see if his team grows up like the girls' team did.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it takes time to build a culture, but that's what Coach is really doing right here now. As he has some young guys, and that's some of the same what Powell is doing with Saraland, just building a culture as to, like you said, kids that want to get after it, compete, and want to play for you, and want to play along with each other, and that makes a difference.
And play for your school, so much now. Now that was what they're going to have to do away. The good double down on the ball. I left out one stat for LJ. He's also averaging 3 dunks a game.
Yeah, we're going to probably see some high flying and getting up and down the floor as both of these teams play up and down. Shot goes up by Taylor with a miss, and Rattlers get the offensive rebound. Coach tells them to set up their offense right here.
Nice defense. Couldn't get into the gaps. That old shell drill. Don't let them get in the gap.
Control the paint, pack it in. Maury Rowell with the 3.
Nice shot.
And Spartans come up with the rebound. And off to the races. And Trayshawn Harvey with the bucket right there.
A lot of speed, a lot of
speed, Coach. That's what I was just about to say. That was a quick basket up and down the floor.
Watch C.J. Williams. He can really stroke the ball. He's the outside. There's something about the last name being Williams. L.J. Williams can do it all. I mean, I'm not so sure by the time he gets finished in college, he may not. He might be able to go point guard all the way down to the center.
Absolutely, absolutely. The versatility of him and his size, is really special. And that's why, like you said, with him being the #1 player in the state, with being able to do multiple things.
He's the #1 sophomore in the state, but I'm going to put him in the top 5 players. I don't care if they're seniors or juniors. I'm going to put him in the top 5 players in the state.
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, like you talked about, Coach, our region has some really good basketball, and we're seeing that, within this, tonight. I mean, Leflore has a freshman PG on the floor, Justin Lawrence, and you're talking about, LJ is only a sophomore. So you've got some youth in this game as well as, the previous girls' game.
I know the kids that come to me in the classroom, the young kid, I'm talking about 9th, 10th, 11th grade. I'm not talking about the 2nd graders or 4th grade. I'm talking about the 9th and 10th grader. Those two right there are going to be feeding up for a good number of years. And then the other ones are coming the 6th and 7th grade. I'm telling you, there's some good. LJ's brother, I asked around, and I asked about 5 people, what's his real name? And I don't know. They call him Chunky.
They call him Chunky.
Okay.
They call him Chunky.
Go see him play. He's a 7th grader.
I've seen him. He doesn't play like one.
No, he doesn't. He's a little bit different, not quite as tall, but he's strong as an ox. His dad has done a really good job of training both of them, both with weights and with drills.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you can tell right there with that. And the shot goes up by the Rattlers with a miss. Spartans come up with the rebound.
Little Euro.
A little Euro by Caden Warren. And it's a travel call. I don't know.
Called travel on that?
They called a travel on that. I don't know. I thought that was a good move.
Yeah. We'll see a replay.
But maybe he drug that foot a little. I don't know.
This game's starting out just like the last game. A lot of defense.
A lot of defense. Shot goes up by Rowell. Contested well. And they get
Good
that
ball
offensive
movement.
rebound. Justin goes up and sets the offense. Pull up. And a miss. And the Spartans come up down with it.
Most cases, you don't want your big fella bringing the ball down the court. I think Coach Powell is very happy when LJ brings the ball down the court.
Yeah, I think some of that is by design, Coach. He does a good job of letting him actually play, and that's one of the things that he can do. So he does a good job of actually letting him do the things he can.
You know what, though, Trent? I saw him play probably 4 or 5 times last year, and for whatever reason, he never went inside. everything was done outside. I think Coach Powell has now given him the ability to go outside and go inside. So now his total game is being developed.
He's blossoming, and that's what you call development. And good coaches really do a good job of that, actually developing their players, not just from a skill set, but actually developing within game and IQ and knowing, hey, when to actually step out, when to step in, and right then they drew up a good play for him, and he attacked and got to the basket.
He started in the post, then he popped out, then he did a curl motion to the hole. They fed him the ball. Both these teams are well coached. They have good players, good young players, but everybody I talk to in town, Trent, everybody's young.
Everybody's young.
I'm not talking about 2, 3 players. I'm talking about 5, 6 players.
Absolutely. And it seems to be the trend that, you know, coaches want to actually build their programs and continue to grow. And, you know, with everything right now, you know, players are on the move, you know, moving to different schools and different opportunities. So coaches have to actually adapt. If you don't adapt, you die. So you have to adapt. And I've got younger kids that I have to build and, you know, build a foundation with, and those that stay help us to grow and, you know, build the culture. Spartans apply a little bit of pressure right here and come up with a steal. And now Trayshawn Harvey's going down the floor with it. And the Rattlers come up with a steal. And down the floor, Rayon Washington goes and scores the and one basket.
There's another Euro.
There's another Euro. There's another Euro.
A lot of action up and down the court, which we thought was going to be in this game. They're well coached. They reverse the ball, but when it gets time, they're wanting to go 94 feet.
They're wanting to go 94 feet. These young kids are getting after it and playing, and that's it. And one completed by Austin. And the Rattlers apply a little bit of full court pressure themselves. It's broken. Shot goes up, and LJ comes up with the rebound at the basket.
Nice move. Oh.
I tell you, he just misses that one, but I tell you, Coach, he's probably going to see that double team
all
a
night.
Lot throughout the night.
All night.
Yeah, he's going to see that.
I promise you that's in the playbook for Leflore.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Mahan is going to let him play one-on-one tonight. I think that's just going to be one of the things that he's just not going to allow to beat him.
And you know what? They're going to have to learn to play like that, because other teams, every time that Saraland goes and plays somebody, you got a double team, LJ.
You got a double team. And Austin goes to the basket again for the and one. Draws the foul on number 15 from the Spartans, Cody Hart. And he gets a chance to go to the line for another and one. Ryan Austin. I'll tell you, Coach, as we talked about before, you know, just in our first game, you know, Ryan looks like a kid that just really wants to get downhill and get to the basket, not settling just for the jumper, the mid-range. Hey, I'm going to put my head down, and you're not going to stop me, and put pressure on the defense with getting downhill as he misses that second free throw.
And, you know, this game is starting out identical to the girls' game. There was free throws missed early. There was turnovers, not quite turnovers, as much as there were the second half. But this game has started out a lot. Now, see that right there? He didn't do that last year, at least the games that I went to.
Yeah, absolutely. He did a really good job, as he did see the double team, but it got there late. He was able to get that shot up, and he missed the first one, but he has that quick timing and got that rebound, offensive rebound quick, and went back up.
I can't understand in today's game, nobody wants to be called postman or post girl. They don't want
Big
that.
move by KJ Brady going coast to coast as the Rattlers call a quick timeout right there. 7-8 with the Spartans up. First quarter, minute and 51 left.
Hey, Mobile County parents, it's time to launch your little learner into success with the Mobile County Public Schools First Class Pre-K program. If your child turns 4 years old on or before September 1st, they qualify for this incredible opportunity. Online registration begins January 15th, so don't miss out. Visit MCPSS.com for more information and a complete listing of pre-K sites, screening and selection information. The MCPSS First Class Pre-K program, where big dreams start small.
And we are back with action 7-8 in the first quarter. 1:51 left, and the Spartans have the lead. We had a big move right there by K.J. Brady going coast to coast. Coach Mahan called a quick timeout to get his defense adjusted and settled. And we're going to see what he's going to do right here on offense. But I'm sure he wasn't pleased with that ball going coast to coast and a layup.
Not at all. Not at all. And here's a stat. This is just about a whole new team for Leflore. Last year they had 7 seniors. 5 of those seniors were starters. So he has no starters back from last year's team.
Yeah, and I tell you, even though, you're bringing some guys back, you're still rebuilding. Like you said, he's starting a freshman point guard that wasn't here last year with his team. As number 3, Rashad Miles makes a quick pull-up right there. But everything right now is built on foundation and youth, and that's what Coach Mahan is doing. As you said, he lost 7 guys last year from seniors to graduating, and now it's just rebuilding with the culture.
And again, Rashad Miles, a sophomore.
Yep. Youthfulness.
Nice pass. Nice pass.
Hey, it's very rare that you see a post entry from the big to a guard.
Right, right. That's not your normal big.
That's not your normal big. That's not your normal.
That's a camouflage post man that's a guard.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Rattlers picked up a quick foul right there on themselves, and Spartans come up with it. LJ with the step back and a miss. And the Rattlers come up with it. Rao with the big rebound.
Good man-to-man principles. Not giving up the seams. I was waiting for when they were going to go pick the ball. There we go.
Absolutely. And with the size of the Rattlers, as there's a good pull-up right there by Braylon Taylor, they're playing a lot of small ball and a lot of guard-oriented ball, so there's a lot of misdirection, and the Spartans trying to figure out what they have to do and who they are guarding. Drive by K.J. Brady and picks up a foul right there.
A lot of fast action. A lot of fast action up and down the court.
A lot of up and down, a lot of up and down. That foul is on Justin Lawrence. And 15 seconds left in this first quarter action. 11-8, and K.J. Brady at the line for 2 as he misses the first.
Take your time, young fella. It's a free throw, not a speed throw.
It's a free throw. And big parts of the game right here, free throws. This league could stretch from 11-9. I apologize, 11-9.
You know, Coach Powell told me when they go out and run sprints, guess who's first 95% of the time?
Hey, leaders lead from the front. LJ. As he misses both. And Caden Warren comes up with the rebound, offensive rebound, and they have it back. And Rao with the rebound for the Rattlers. 4 seconds left. Get it up the floor. And shot goes up, and it's a miss to end the first quarter, 11-9. End of one quarter, 11-9. Rattlers up by 2.
Looking for unforgettable food and flawless service for your next event? Woodyard Catering is Mobile's top choice for personal chefs and customized catering. From weddings and baby showers to funerals and private dinners, we bring delicious, handcrafted dishes made with the freshest ingredients. Reliable, friendly, full of flavor. Whatever the occasion, we serve it with care. Call Woodyard Catering today, because every event deserves a taste of excellence.
Hey Alexa, tell me about Mobile County Public Schools.
With 53,000 students in 90 schools, Mobile County Public Schools equips and empowers college and career-ready graduates. Several MCPSS schools are ranked among Alabama's top 10. Yearly, graduating students earned about $110 million in college scholarships and 10,000 career credentials. MCPSS is learning today, leading tomorrow. Does that answer your question?
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with second quarter action with the Saraland Spartans and the Leflore Rattlers. 11-9, Leflore Rattlers holding a 2-point lead to go into the second quarter.
There's a lot of experienced coaches over there with Coach Mahan and Coach Powell. Coach Powell, 2 years at Gulf Shores, 7 years at Spanish Fort, 4 years at Thompson, and this is his 3rd year at Saraland.
And we have the Rattlers coming out, but we have a quick foul called on the screen on the Rattlers. I don't know if I saw that one, Coach. And that was foul on number 23 on the screen, Rowell. So that was going to be a big play, and I'm sure Coach was excited about that as the first play coming out of the half.
You know, Trent, there you go. One of the things about officials, you want consistency. If you're going to call it close, call it close. If you're not going to call it unless there's a bone showing, then call it that way. But you can't be up and down throughout the game as an official.
Absolutely, I agree. One way or the other, whether it's a really physical game or not, let it be that way. But you know, you can't be up and down. As Christopher C.J. Williams makes a 3 on that end, as we talked about earlier, he's a big-time shooter, and we're probably going to see more of that as the Spartans come up with a rebound right there and bring it down floor.
K.J. Brady is a really nice athlete. Junior, 6'1". He can really get up and down the court. He can jump, and he can guard, and he will guard.
I tell you, another big-time athlete, Rowell, goes up really high for that rebound for the Rattlers. He's has the task of playing the 5, 4, 3, everywhere. I don't know about that one, Coach. They called it a charge. We talked about that last game. They called it a charge. I thought there was a lot of contact on him.
There's actually been a charge called.
At his size, at playing 6'2", he's guarding L.J. Williams all over the floor. So
I got one. Thank you. Appreciate it. See, they've gone to where they're pretty much posting LJ. There's a cross pick inside for LJ.
A lot of motion offense to get the ball to him and moving the ball around.
Nice pass. There's one
and
of the
drop
three.
Off, and there's that one of that three of that drop off dunk.
He's averaging 3 dunks a game. Very nice pass. And if he wasn't around the goal, he wouldn't have been there to get that pass.
Absolutely, he wouldn't have been that recipient. He wouldn't have been that recipient.
That's 2 times down.
Rattlers.
That's 2 times down the court that the Rattlers have taken bad shots.
Absolutely. And that's got to be a charge right there.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. 2 in a row.
That's coached.
That's coached. That's coached. As Eric Hill takes that charge, I tell you, people talk about toughness, coaches and kids, but one of the toughest plays in basketball, in my opinion, is taking the charge. That's one play that you sacrifice your body and sometimes your playing time, because if you've got 1 foul out there early and you take that charge and it's a block, you've got 2 fouls. You're coming out probably
Trent,
with the coach.
Is it sane to just stand out there and let somebody run over you?
No, I can't say that it is.
You've got to be coached and told if you don't do it, there's going to be somebody coming in for you that will take it.
Absolutely. I tell you what, though, right there, I'm pretty sure that he just gained a lot of trust from Coach Mahan with taking that charge for the team.
I still think if I coached today, there is no question that I would teach a charge.
Absolutely.
It just drives me nuts to watch college ball or go somewhere and watch a kid start at the top of the circle and drive all the way in, and there's 2 guys that could have stepped in front. I mean, been there to take them. I'm not talking about a moving charge. I'm talking about could have been there. If not, they just go in and lay it up.
Absolutely.
I just can't see that.
Absolutely. As Rashad Miles drives to the basket, he gets fouled by number 2, Trayshawn Harvey, and makes the first free throw. Makes it a 12-14 game. Rattlers up by 2. 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in this first half.
Hey, what? Both bunches are making their free throws. That's good.
They are. And free throws keeps the game close. Rattlers apply a little bit of pressure and almost get the turnover. They get it across half in the hands of L.J. Williams, coach.
So far, Leflore's done a good job on LJ.
They have. And I tell you, they're doing a really good job of scrambling and trapping all over the floor.
Nice.
I mean, at his size, he's going to be a tough load to keep off the glass as he comes up with the offensive rebound and put back right there.
I don't know if you've ever seen on Facebook one of the workouts with LJ with his dad, but there's reasons why certain kids are better than other kids. I'm not so sure how many kids could go through a workout or would go through a workout like what him and his brother have put through with his dad.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I've seen his dad. I've seen those workouts, and I actually had the pleasure of playing with him basketball around the city in some youthful days. And when I tell you, he is as strong as advertised and tough. I can see where his son gets it from.
Tell you what, he could play for a lot of colleges right now.
Right now, absolutely. And the Spartans, LJ had it right there and picked up a quick foul on the floor.
I'm going to talk to his dad, see if I can be LJ's NIL agent.
Hey, I think you have a lot of opportunity right there in the land of NIL right now.
You know what, though?
Have a lot of opportunity.
You know what, Trent? Right now, he ain't worried about that. He's just having fun.
He's a kid that loves to play basketball. He is.
Makes good grades. Heck of a basketball player. I tell you what, some college coach is going to have a very good, fun time with him.
Absolutely, absolutely. He's going to make some college team really happy. Hey, wouldn't mind if it was Bishop State.
There you go. There you go. That'd be good. I can get over there and see him.
Absolutely, that'd be great.
I think if I was over there at South, I'd be living over at Saraland. You know, the good players that came out of Mobile when I was at South, Langs and those people, I went and talked to them anyway because I always thought in my mind if I couldn't get them to start with, then I could get them on a rebound.
Hey, you want them to know you can always come back home.
Yeah.
You want them to know that. I mean, like you said, I may not get you on the front end and get them to
nice pass,
I'll get them when they come back right there. As number 2, Austin hits that big three-point basket. 16-16 all.
I tell you what, this has been 2 fun games to watch.
Absolutely.
And I tell you what, congratulations to the guys, Wade and Quentin, that put all this together, to have good games to represent the area here. Absolutely,
absolutely. Tuesday night hoops is alive and well right here with these games. We've had a really good game, that first game with the girls, 45-35 with the Rattlers winning. And now we've got another good one, 3 minutes left in the first half, 16-16.
You think of all the good players that's come out of Mobile, Cousins and Pete Myers, and just going way back. By the time he gets finished, this young man, LJ, I think he keeps working, which I know he will, because his dad will keep pushing him, and a good push. Mm-hmm. You know, it's all for the betterment. He's going to be as good as anybody that's come out of this area in a long, long time.
Yeah, he's got a chance to be a really special player in this area. And, you know, what goes on with basketball in this city, in this community, outside of what we see within the seasons, you know, in the summers and all, these kids spend a lot of time, as LJ does. You see him playing on the circuit and playing in different spaces, as well as Coach Mahan does a lot of things with his group, his guys. And, you know, these kids, basketball is growing.
There's no question about it. And I talked to Coach Powell, and I asked him 3 times if I got this down right. Last summer, LJ went to the elite camp at Auburn, and he was in the three-point shooting contest. The three-point shooting contest. He made 23s in a row. He made, and
that's big.
I asked 3 times, is that wrong? And he also, this past summer, he played with the Georgia Stars, and he played alongside of A.J. Williams, who was the #1 player graduating, and he's a sophomore too in 2028.
Absolutely. So he's had a chance to play.
He's playing
with high-level basketball.
He's not just playing; he's playing against big time every day.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the Spartans going to inbound it. Get the ball into Brady, and he drives and kicks out. And we've got a foul on the Rattlers.
That's what I'm talking about in Coach Powell. You know, you've seen LJ down low. Now you see him outside. So it's not that he's just making a postman out of it. He's letting him go outside, show his guard skills, and he's going inside. I mean, if one person, who's going to guard him? Unfortunately for Saraland, he's getting double teamed every time he even gets a sniff of the ball.
Absolutely. And Coach is doing a really good job of utilizing what weapons he has. And, I mean, it's really good to have a weapon like LJ. As Austin comes up with the steal and the basket right there.
Yeah,
and the Rattlers go up by 2, 18-16.
There's another player that really hadn't gotten off tonight in C.J. Williams. He can really shoot the ball, and he's been held down in this game.
He has. He's got only one look, and he made that one. And the Rattlers go take it full court. And that's Braylon Taylor going to the basket and picking up the foul, and he's going to have 2 shots here. And as we talked about, this is going to be a track meet. I'll tell you, Coach has his kids in really good shape because they are getting up and down the floor.
The reason why that Leflore has been able to take the lead, the last 2, maybe 3 times down the court, they're beating Saraland down the court.
Absolutely.
They're either getting fouled or they're getting easy shots underneath the goal.
And as we talked about earlier, as he misses that first free throw, has another. But speed is tough to guard. Speed kills. And the Rattlers are getting after it defensively with their speed of play, doubling and then getting out of the traps and then getting up and down the floor. As he makes that second one, 3-point lead. KJ Brady brings it up the floor for the Spartans.
Spin.
And we've got a travel.
I thought he was coming back to the middle on that.
I thought so as well. And the freshman, Justin Lawrence, picks up the foul right there.
And that's not a very smart foul. That's a frustration foul.
That is. And that's not one of the smartest fouls at all, as you're in the back court, 60 feet away from the basket. There's no reason to foul back there.
This game is played so fast. You've got to be mentally tough and physically tough. And you can't get a foul like that.
Cannot. The Spartans in that 2-3 zone. And the Rattlers working around. Got the ball in the middle. And turning it over right here. And look who's bringing it up, LJ. And they pick up a foul in transition. KJ Brady draws the foul. On 2, Austin.
I'm sure Coach Powell is not upset at all if AJ or LJ gets the ball outside or inside. And you know what he does? He makes good decisions with the ball. It's not just forcing shots. And if somebody comes down on him, he'll throw it back out so that they can score.
He does. He does a really good job.
Very unselfish play.
Distributing, absolutely, the ball and putting the ball where it needs to be. As KJ misses that first free throw, we've got 1 more to go.
Got to make free throws.
Got to make free throws. Austin comes up with that rebound. As we talked about, Coach, free throws are a huge part of the game. This game is a 3-point game right now, but there's just 2 free throws missed just right there. They keep you in game. Games that stretch the lead also.
Missed free throws and turnovers, you can't win close games.
You can't win.
If you're not taking care of the ball or if you're not making free throws.
Shot goes up, and it's a miss, and Spartans come up with the rebound.
Nice shot.
Goes up by 12. Cade Epson with the big 3. Tie ball game with 1:06 left in the first half.
Hey, what this place is filled up. They can't ask for a better preseason game.
Absolutely. You can't ask for a better atmosphere.
No.
With this game and, tie ball game, this crowd is into the game. It's a packed house almost.
And they're well behaved. This is a nice crowd. They're into the game.
Absolutely. LJ with the big offensive rebound and putback. As we talked about, Coach, at his size and able to rebound and keeping the ball high and able to finish either way, he's going to be a tough guy to keep off the basket.
And if
Leflore's doing as much as they can. But
if he was just being used outside on that missed shot, he would have never got the rebound.
Absolutely, absolutely.
He's hanging around where rebounds go.
Absolutely. And the Spartans are back in the 2-3 zone with 16 seconds left, and the Rattlers are looking to attack and keep the last shot. 10 seconds left. Braylon Taylor with it, looking to make a play. Driving the kick and the turnover. KJ Brady has it and loses it. And shot goes up from half, heave, and it's no good. End of the first half, 19-21. We're going into the half with the Rattlers down by 2. And we've seen some really good basketball for this first half and a nip and tuck game, Coach.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed both of these games. Well coached, well played. Just then, Johnny was playing the clock. There was only like 14 seconds to go. They didn't come down and force a shot. They came down, passed the ball around, wound up good shot.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break right here, 19-21, and we're going to be back with second half action with Saraland Spartans and Leflore Rattlers.
Mobile County Public Schools completes about $100 million in school construction each year. And we're looking for new contractors and construction vendors to help us ensure that all students are learning in top-notch facilities. Is your company interested in becoming a construction vendor for Mobile County Public Schools so you can bid on these projects? We need contractors, plumbers, HVAC installers, roofers, electricians, painters, and more. Follow these steps to become a vendor. Number 1, complete the vendor application online. Under System, select Business, and then under Resources, click Vendor Online Application. Number 2, enter the vendor portal. Click Apply to agree to the terms and click Save and Next. Number 3, enter your business information as prompted. A tax ID number or social security number will be required to complete the application. At the bottom of each page, click Save and Next. To find out what projects are currently open for bidding, visit mcpss.com/bid invitation. Follow MCPSS Facilities Facebook page and email facilities to receive notifications. Complete these easy steps, and your company soon may be part of Team MCPSS.
Why Mobile County Public Schools? We can tell you a multitude of reasons, but we'd rather show you. We're producing college and career-ready graduates equipped to compete and excel in a global economy.
We're doing it by providing rigorous, relevant instruction that challenges students to not only learn facts and equations, but to think critically and globally. We're doing this by providing multiple pathways to college and career readiness, such as our 12 signature academies that focus on specific career fields in demand in the Mobile area.
We're doing it by hiring and supporting quality teachers, administrators, and support personnel, and providing them with the tools to succeed, both in terms of technology and professional development.
With 88 schools and about 54,000 students, more than 7,200 employees, we are Alabama's largest public school system.
We have 13 national Blue Ribbon schools, 7 magnet schools, 4 schools with IB designations, a year-round school at Bondi Elementary, and more than 60 classrooms that offer Alabama's award-winning first-class pre-K program.
We're giving our elementary students a solid foundation through robotics and other STEM programs, project-based learning, makerspace collaboration labs, the PACE program for gifted students, and numerous other initiatives. Several of our elementary schools are demonstration sites for Talents Unlimited.
Innovative high school programs such as University of Alabama Early College at Murphy, the Cambridge program at Alma Bryant, and the AP Capstone at Baker give our students a head start towards college, along with a variety of advanced placement and dual enrollment opportunities at our high schools.
Our students earn more than 15,000 career credentials and were offered $159 million in scholarships in 2019. We have raised our graduation rate to 86%.
But we're determined to do more. We get up every day ready to give 110% to ensure that we're producing well-rounded students and graduates who are ready to meet the challenges of the 21st century. And we're going to do just that.
In Mobile County Public Schools, we are learning today, leading tomorrow.
Your experience is valuable, and now it pays. Have you taught at a private school, another district, or even retired from teaching? Mobile County Public Schools is now offering higher pay for your previous experience. That means you can step into the classroom at a higher pay level because your experience matters. Don't let your hard work go unrecognized. Apply today and start earning what you've worked for. Visit mcpss.com/job opportunities for more information.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi. Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you? Good. How are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Yeah. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
So I wasn't ready for my math test. Didn't know that it was going to come to this. I mean, it was just a phone call so I could get out of testing.
Threatening harm to a school, even as a prank, is a crime. Mobile County law enforcement treats school threats seriously, leading to investigations, arrests, and legal consequences. Think before you act. One moment of bad judgment can have lasting consequences. If you see something, say something. Speak up.
Our children with special needs deserve a place to play. That is why we are coming together to build the Miracle League of West Mobile Schmidt Family Park. It will include a special needs ball field and playground, regulation baseball and softball fields, and more. We have raised more than $1 million and construction will start soon. But we need your help to complete the project. Visit mcpss.com/Miracle League to donate and to learn more. Any dollar amount will help bring a smile to a child's face. Together, we can make a miracle.
A teacher is one of the biggest investors in a community.
They impact the lives of those we value the most.
Teachers share knowledge which helps shape and mold our future leaders.
Teachers show direction and help build a sense of purpose.
Are you ready to make a change? For more information on teaching opportunities, teacher incentives, or to apply with the Mobile County Public Schools, log on to www.mcpss.com.
I believe my child's school is probably one of the best ones I could have picked in Mobile. She's in the PACE program. The teachers are phenomenal. The principal, couldn't ask for a better principal. The research that I had done myself, I believe the quality of education in Mobile County Public School System is excellent. For me and my child, I'm going to stick with the public school system. I think it's the way to go.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with second half action. We're back with second half action of your Saraland Spartans and your Leflore Rattlers. 21-19, Saraland up by 2, which has been a really good game, really close game, Coach. Right now, we're Saraland, Leardis Williams, LJ with 10 points. Field goals, Saraland is 9 of 23, and Leflore is 7 of 21. And three-pointers, which hasn't been a big time, a lot of shooting threes, Coach. Saraland has made only 2, and Leflore has made only 1.
You know, the coaches said all along that they're both been having trouble shooting threes, and that shows for it. But free throw percentages is not good. Rebounds are good, 17 to 15. Field goal percentage is okay. So overall, the rebounding's good, but the shooting in all phases of the shooting is not good.
It's not good, Coach. Field goal, 3-point, and free throws. And as we talked about, free throws are a big part of the game. And Saraland is sitting at 1 of 4. And the Rattlers are 3 of 7. And to still have a lead and shoot that way and on the road is, you got to be feeling good.
How long is it going to take for teams to figure out that Leflore is not a one-win team?
Well, I think that if anybody's watching this team and watching Coach Mahan's program, the Leflore Rattlers, they probably have figured that out.
Yeah, I think so. They better if they're playing.
They better. If they got them on schedule, they probably need to get it figured out now. As the Rattlers come out with the ball at the half, starting it out, ball goes to Austin as it's a quick turnover as he fumbles it. Ball going down to the Spartans.
C.J. Williams, number 22, has got to get going here. They need his outside shooting. If he starts making shots and a couple others make shots, then it'll open up even more for LJ. Because right now, nobody's making outside shots, so they're just collapsing on LJ.
Yeah, absolutely. They're allowed to collapse and double, as you see right there. And they came up with the steal, but there was 3 defenders on the LJ. So absolutely, he's got to actually open up the floor with making a jump shot here or there. And that can change the game for the Spartans.
It's got to be, LJ can go inside out, but it's not just LJ's team. These other kids have got to do their part.
Absolutely. That's going to make a big difference as LJ comes up with that rebound and pushes it on the break and gets it to KJ Brady.
Get down, LJ.
Harvey backs it out. Looking to run a little bit of offense right here, Coach. Gets downhill and has a basket and one. That foul is going to be on Austin right there for the Rattlers.
KJ Brady and CJ has got to start putting some shots in the hole from outside. And then it's a whole new ball game for LJ. Right now, like you just said, he not only had one, he didn't have 2. He had 3 guys on him when he caught the ball inside.
Absolutely. Coach Mahan, that's one adjustment that he has said that's not going to be what beats me. I'm not going to allow LJ to just get the ball and just go up and see one defender. As the Rattlers turn it over right there, some of that youthfulness is maybe starting to come out just a little bit.
Just like in that first game, youth is growing up in this game.
And a big turnover right here in the backcourt by the Rattlers. And look who's getting on the floor and securing that possession. LJ with the tie-up. Coach calls a quick timeout. 6 minutes and 38, 19-24. Leading this third quarter, Coach. What do you think is going to be the big thing for the Rattlers here? They look like they're out of sync just a little bit offensively. What do you think is going to be the big thing for them to get it together, get in sync, and actually get going offensively in this third quarter?
I think it's going to be like a boxing match. One team's going to go down and get a couple blows in. The other team's going to come down and get a couple blows in. It's going to be a war. I think just like in the first game, the team that is able to take care of the ball and make their free throws, at least in the fourth quarter, is going to win this game. As far as turnovers, the turnovers, what I've been keeping, are pretty much the same. Free throws pretty much the same. Neither team is shooting good free throws. So hopefully, like the girls' game, they didn't shoot free throws good, but at the end of the game, both teams started shooting free throws well.
Absolutely. You've got to make sure that you're actually there and hit them when they count. And the
Nice
game is
play.
all about runs. And they draw a quick out-of-bounds play from Coach Powell and throw it over here to LJ. He misses the first one.
That was
but
straight
comes
from
up
the
with
bench.
offensive rebound. Absolutely. Straight from the bench right there. Good play to extend the lead, up by 7. And basket goes up by Rao as he misses.
CJ needs to handle that ball and get into the flow of the game.
Yeah, he does, and that's going to change the defense. But right here, LJ with it outside and forces the issue a little bit and picks up the charge. Taken by Justin Lawrence, freshman, stuck his nose in there and took the charge. And looks like right now he may be on the floor hurt a little bit, hoping that everything is okay. He gets back up limping a little bit.
He had a mountain run over him.
He did. To stick his nose in there as a freshman, it's got to be a toughness sign.
Oh, it's fun to watch youth grow up.
It is. 6 minutes left. 6 minutes in the third quarter, 19-26. Rattlers bring it down and look to get a good key possession right here. And there it is, a big dunk by Rao right there. Big five from the back court. As Braylon Taylor found him under the basket wide open. I tell you, that's probably something that Coach Powell is probably teed off at. How do we leave a guy open at the basket? Trayshawn Harvey with the drive and kick out for the three and a miss. And Braylon Taylor off to the races.
Nice hustle.
That was nice hustle. Nice hustle by Caden Warren on the chase down to take away a wide open layup, which would have been big for the Rattlers.
It might have been a dunk.
Might have been.
It's a lot of quickness. Those two guards that were out there.
I tell you, although small in stature, these Rattlers are competing and getting after it, and they're rebounding as though they're playing a lot bigger than what they are. As they get in there right there and secure that offensive rebound right there as it goes out of bounds, but Rattlers basketball.
One of the arrow targets that we had was to keep the ball out of LJ's hands and to be able to not give up easy buckets.
Absolutely, and there's a big three by number 12, there's Bumpers. And a turnover by Bumpers as well with the key steal. Going down.
Nice pass.
And basket. And the game is all about runs, and the Rattlers seem to have found their run right here. And they tied the ball game back up, 26-26 right there, that quick.
Like I said, this is like a boxing match.
It's a boxing match.
Go back and forth. Back, take this punch. No, you take this punch. Nice pick.
Shot goes up. And as we talked about earlier, L.J. Williams with the offensive rebound. He's got two guys trying to box him out, and it's just going to be tough. He's a load to box out and keep off the glass.
That was Santa's Christmas present to Saraland, one L.J. Williams.
Yeah, that was a nice gift. Shot goes up from the Rattlers, and it's a miss. And L.J. comes up with the rebound.
Little Euro
and coast to coast with the Euro, jaws the contact, basket good. I tell you, Coach, when you have a big man that can take it off of the glass and take it coast to coast and score it for himself, that's got to be special as a coach. As he picks up that foul, that foul was on number 12 for the Rattlers, Bumpers, and LJ has one free throw, 26-30. In this third quarter.
They this game, Leflore has done such a good job of pressuring inside, and they're going to keep doing that until Saraland starts making some threes.
They're going to have to. They're going to have to.
And you know what? If they don't start doing that, there's going to be other teams that see that, and they're going to be doing the same thing.
Absolutely. And Rattlers turn it over right there on a careless pass and give it back to the Spartans. Quick sub right here as Rashad Miles, I apologize, comes back in the game. And he was key early in the game. Let's see if he can come back in and give a little bit more contribution right here in this third quarter.
Nice. They took all backside help away, and they brought LJ to the ball, and they overplayed him like fronting. He wasn't quite fronted, but there was no backside help. He was getting ready to lob it in there. That was probably a good foul.
That was probably going to be a dunk.
I wish LJ would post higher. You know, a lot of individuals are taught to post on the block. These kids are too big now. They need to be posting on the line above the block, because when they open up, one foot's going to be close to that block anyway.
Absolutely.
If you do it below the block, you can't lob the ball. You're too low, and when you get it, you're going to be out of bounds if you spin.
Absolutely. And Williams gets that offensive rebound, but attacks the basket and picks up a big offensive rebound. If I'm not mistaken, Coach, that's going to be his third foul. Coach is going to sub him out for a little bit and give him a breather.
It just scares me with so many kids wearing low tops. You know, we had a rule at South, and where if you want to wear low tops, you better have your ankles taped. And I don't know, maybe each one of these kids get their ankles taped, but look how many low tops are out there. I do see some ankle braces out there.
I was just going to say that I see a couple of ankle braces, but for the most part, I don't see much tape or
And look how many are
braces.
low tops. You know, you only have X number of practices and games in high school. You sprain an ankle pretty good, you're going to be out 2 to 4 weeks.
You can be out for a while. As that shot goes up by Bumpers with a miss, but the Rattlers come back up with it. And Braylon Taylor gets it up and a miss. Spartans bring it down. C.J. Williams with it, shoots a floater and misses.
The difference in this game, take area turnovers, the difference in this game is threes. That Leflore is making threes. They might have made 2 or 3 more, but that's the difference in what the score is right now.
That's the difference. And the Rattlers have taken 3 of their last possessions have been threes as they missed that one, and the Spartans get the rebound and pick up a foul right there off of that 3. And we're going down with it, Spartans basketball.
I bet 85, 90% of the kids out there got low tops on. And they're wearing socks that are thin to give them even more room to sprain your ankle. Those are their ankles. There's nobody else's. You got to take care of them. Nice move.
That was a nice drive right there by C.J.
CJ's got to unleash. He's got to get into this game.
And that's another 3 up, but they make that one by Braylon Taylor for the Rattlers. That's a big 3.
One team's making 2s, one team's making 3s. It's been a long time since I had math. Is that still, I'd rather have 3 than 2?
Yeah, that
and
rule
that's the
still
old-fashioned.
applies.
Yeah.
And that was a big play. And Rattlers go down and another
Nice
big
block.
block by K.J. Brady on that end.
Nice block.
I tell you, we just saw 2 nice athletic plays on both sides of the basketball, just showing these kids are going to play around the basket. There's no easy layups. There's no just easy finish. There's no cupcakes.
Johnny working over there. Coach Mahan's working.
He is. I'm sure that towel is soaked. I mean, he is working.
Caden Warren is a warrior. He bounces around so much. Nice play.
It was. It was a nice play drawn up as Cortez Williams drew a foul right there, and he's going to go to the line.
How's that old line play? One goes one way, the other one comes right down the middle.
Right down the middle, and he had it, the oldest America's play. But here we are back at the line again, and the Rattlers have a chance to pull within 2. As he makes that first one.
He wished that one in.
He wished that one
He was
in.
praying for that one. Close game, love it. What great basketball in this area being played.
And as he makes that second one, as we talked about, throw records out of the window. Kids are here to compete. And these coaches, they're not here to just, play basketball, coach a game and go home and get a stipend. They are here to coach, teach their kids, build programs, and win. And that's what's going on right here in this game, in this program. In both of these programs. As that ball goes out of bounds, off the Rattlers, it's going to stay Spartans basketball.
Both these coaches working hard out there, getting their guys to understand what's at stake here and also what they've got to do to keep their heads, play the game. It's not the first quarter anymore. As it gets down close to the end of the game, you got to start making other plays, not necessarily the ones you had the first time.
Possessions matter. Possessions matter. 42 seconds left. Spartans with the basketball. KJ Brady with the attack, pull up, and no good. But CJ Williams with the rebound.
Don't pick the ball up. You young people, don't pick the ball up. Get it out of that corner.
In the corner, and 25 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh, nice cut to the hole.
And Williams tees one off. Almost down. And Rattlers have a chance for the last shot right here.
But you know what? When you have a shooter, you got to let him shoot.
You got to let him shoot. You got to let him shoot, Coach.
Sooner or later, they're going to make those things.
Shot goes up by Braylon Taylor, and that's the end of the third quarter. 31-33, end of three, Coach. And we're going to go to a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with fourth quarter action.
Did you know that missing 2 days of school per month
has a negative effect on student achievement?
And that chronic absenteeism is negatively impacting
1 out of every 10 Alabama students.
Studies show students who are chronically absent are more likely to drop out of school. For every 1 day your child is absent from school, it takes 3 days for them to catch up.
So if I am not sick, make sure I'm at school, because missing school means missing out.
Your experience is valuable, and now it pays. Have you taught at a private school, another district, or even retired from teaching? Mobile County Public Schools is now offering higher pay for your previous experience. That means you can step into the classroom at a higher pay level because your experience matters. Don't let your hard work go unrecognized. Apply today and start earning what you've worked for. Visit mcpss.com/job opportunities for more information.
And we are back. Fourth quarter action now, Coach. 31-33, and we've seen a really good game between two teams.
We have, and I tell you what, Coach Mahan is into this. You know, he was a heck of a player in 2005. They were 35-1 here, and number 2 in the nation. He averaged 14 points a game on that, and then his senior year he averaged 20 points a game. But he was heavily recruited by Texas A&M, South Alabama, Notre Dame. Wound up going to Tulane, had a great career there.
Absolutely. He was a heck of a player on a heck of a team during that time.
And it's good that he's given back to what all he's been through, what all he's learned. Absolutely.
And that's big for the game, the community, as well as what we talked about earlier with what he's doing for his program, as well as just the community in general. It's really big. As the Spartans turn it over right there on the foul, and the Rattlers have it. And I don't know if that was a design
That was
shot.
pure hustle.
Absolutely, absolutely. Rattlers come up with a missed shot and put back by Cortez Williams and tie the ball game up, 33-33. Hey, Coach, I tell you, this game is going to come down to possessions, and they're going to matter as this game gets nip and tuck and gets close. And that's a big missed layup right there. And Rattlers come up with the rebound, but we have a foul called right here.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't see that one either. They called a foul on the Rattlers.
Evidently, there's some other fans that didn't see it either.
Evidently there was.
Oh, good old high school basketball.
Good old high school basketball.
Yes, sir.
So Spartans have the ball back. And that was a nice athletic play for the steal up high by Rowell to give the Rattlers the ball back, Coach.
Yeah.
Tell you what, the athleticism that you see between these kids nowadays is special right there. As that ball comes up, by Rowell comes up with the loose ball being right there and comes up with the and one basket to put the Rattlers up by 2.
This game right now, you could tell by the players that are on the court. They're looking around, seeing what's what. I think Saraland right now, sort of feels like they're getting punched a little bit in the mouth. They got to find a way to fight their way out of that, because right now I think Leflore is feeling their oats. They feel like that they've got this thing. They're at home. They're comfortable. So now it's time for both bunches to do what they've been taught to do and do it with energy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And knowledge. Don't forget the knowledge part.
Absolutely. Leflore has had the opportunity and the luxury and just done a really good job of sticking to their guns and what they do really well, just playing hard, competing, and playing defense all over, and done a really good job on that side of the floor. And offensively, just continue to attack. And the ball is going to fall your way and coming up with loose balls as they have just in. And just right there, that's another opportunity coming up with the offensive rebound off the miss. So they have done a really good job of playing their brand of basketball, and it's seeming to work right now for them against the Spartans.
Yeah, it seems like right now you got to be good and you got to be lucky. And right now, I think that Leflore is feeling, because the ball is bouncing their way. I don't think Saraland's not doing that; they're not getting after it. But right now, it seems like the tide has turned and is sort of going towards Leflore's side right now.
Absolutely.
Just like that loose ball.
Loose ball.
You know,
loose
and,
ball.
and
50-50 balls.
I saw the Saraland, you know, they were going after it too.
Just didn't come up with it.
Nice
And
move.
there's a drive and a basket right there by Rashad Miles. We talked about him, Coach, a little early. He had some impact on the game early and went out a little bit, but he's back in now.
A sophomore,
And,
one of those youngins.
Absolutely.
One of those youngins.
Absolutely. And he's on ball right there, really good, really strong. And he picks up the foul right there late.
Yeah, that one I agree
Here's a
with.
break.
That one I agree with.
I tell you, that was some really good on-ball pressure, though. It's really good to see kids compete. Both sides of the basketball. It's really good to see. And that's what you talked about, like you said, the level of basketball, the youth. The game of basketball right here is in good hands in Mobile.
I'm tired of hearing about basketball up North Alabama is basketball, and down here in the South Alabama, it's football.
Absolutely.
Right now, I would say we may not be caught up all the way up there, but right now we've got the sophomore player of the year in here. We've got some other good players coming up. So the bottom line is the coaches, the parents, the kids have got to keep doing what they've been doing to keep getting better and better.
Absolutely, absolutely. As we have a turnover right there by the Rattlers, by Austin. Picks up the charge, and I don't know about that one as well, Coach. He called the charge right there. That's a tough call.
Yeah, they got to be patient. They can't. You just always have their foot on the pedal. There comes a time they're ahead.
And that's a big play, a big part of the game right now as Austin picks up his fourth foul. I'm sorry, number 2. Austin picks up his 4th foul, and Coach gives him a break right now. So let's see how much, if that has an impact on the Rattlers. And there's the recipient, L.J. Williams, around that basket. I'll tell you, Coach, he has done a really good job of hanging around the basket. Although we know he can step outside and play outside and shoot the 3 and even handle it, but he's playing around that basket.
Nice
That's
block.
right there. He blocked that shot and contested it. And now K.J. Brady comes up with it and races down for the layup putback and takes the Spartans up by 2.
I'm not so sure, and I'm not telling any coaches nobody knows a team better than their coach, but I'm not so sure right now. They've had a little bit of a run, Saraland. I'm not so sure I wouldn't try a press right now because Leflore is coming down and feeling good. I would change the defense one way or the other, try and change the tide. But
Absolutely.
I would, right now, you got 4 minutes left, it's tied up. I'd try 1 or 2 possessions and change it.
Well, you got a quick timeout out to a big basket for the Rattlers by Braylon Taylor. Coach is probably going to look to make a change right here, Coach. And then, in your opinion, what would you do in this situation?
See, I like to change defenses. And I think that Saraland came down and made a couple nice possessions, got a steal, went down, boom, jump on them. And just see, if they score. But at least you're changing the pace because right now, Coach Mahan's got them coming down and taking time off the clock, taking time and then getting good shots. I try and change up something to change it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Coach Powell is probably expecting them to come back out in that man-to-man defense, so a change probably would be good. at the same token, you never know. Coach may see that, hey, we're going to stick to our guns. Let's set our defense, give you guys a breather. So let's see what Coach Mahan trusts his guys with.
I'd put that big fella LJ on the ball and just see where you get and you get a steal, full court, boom, you got a slam dunk.
Yep. Looks like Coach did change it up a little bit.
Coaches that coach are their best. They know what their team is.
Yep.
Nice.
And shot went up. Williams got the offensive rebound and put back.
He's taking the shot away. He said he pushed off.
Looks like they called it technical, so looks like that basket is going to count. But Williams got called with the technical foul. I don't know what he did. It looks like
pushed off.
Okay.
Pushed off.
So after the basket, we may have had a
I didn't see it, but that's what the official indicated. He went like this.
And Braylon Taylor goes to the line to shoot the technical fouls, and this is the first. He's got one more.
You know, Coach Powell isn't over there getting in his face, getting mad at him, trying to simmer him down, because, you know, LJ and players, they know if there's something they did or didn't do.
Absolutely. And, Coach, you know, that's just a big play of emotions. And, you know, how do you handle kids with emotions? Because, you know, nowadays you want kids to play with passion and play hard, but, you know, you see a lot of times that coaches get on kids when they have emotions. So how do you handle kids in that situation?
Well, it's going to be kids like that, you got to know your players. Well, you can get on one player and they can take it, or you go to another player and they can't take it. So you got to put some love on them and don't, come on, we're better than that. We're better than that.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
See, now they're applying more pressure, and they've changed it where they're spreading it and just taking time off the clock. Let's see what they do down here. I bet they're going to overload one side and try and lob it in.
Absolutely.
We
so
still.
The Rattlers come out man to man. And Trayshawn Harvey with the ball.
Nice ball pressure.
And it looks like the Spartans are going to try to attack the basket. And miss shot, and Rattlers have the basketball.
Little Euro.
And miss, but come up with a rebound on Rao, and a miss. And we picked up an over the back on the Rattlers. Number 13, Cortez Williams goes over the back, and ball is going to go back to the Spartans. 40-41 ball game. 3 minutes and 22 left. Timeout is going to be by the Spartans. So this is going to come down to a lot of possessions, free throws.
A lot of coaching going on.
A lot of coaching. So strategies right now, as we're going to take a break right here, 40-41, 3 minutes and 22 left in this ball game.
I have known since I was in 4th grade that I was going to be a teacher. I really just truly enjoy coming to work every day and working with different sets of kids and just watching them grow and learn.
I couldn't see myself doing anything other than teaching children, being a part of children's lives, being able to inspire them in a way that some people just aren't able to do. And to know that every day is a new day, a new opportunity to make a difference in the child's life means everything to me.
And we are back. 4th quarter action, 40-41, 3 minutes and 22 seconds left. And it's going to be Spartans basketball. So we're going to see what they're going to do right here out of this timeout, Coach.
I think that he's just like they did 2 times ago. They came out with a play, ran it, layup. I think they're going to do the same thing in this. They're going to have a designated play when they come out.
Yeah, this game is going to come down to a lot of possessions. So every possession truly matters right here. With it being a 1-point game, nobody's in the bonus right now with the Knicks foul right now. So that's a big thing.
Every timeout is like a chess match.
It is.
Coaches go, we're going to do this. In other words, we're going to do this.
And both teams have all of their timeouts left, have the 3 timeouts left. I apologize. So it's going to be big right here as both coaches are truly working.
Is it me? It seems like each team has already taken 10 timeouts.
I think so. I think so. I don't know, but I think so as well.
They come out. Johnny switched defenses.
Yep, and they're in that 1-2-2.
And a turnover.
And they got the turnover, got what they wanted. Got what they wanted, so that was a really good call by the Rattlers. Coach Mahan changing up the defense.
That's what I was saying a while ago when Saraland came down and scored us, but just change it. See, but that was just me.
Absolutely.
These coaches know their players better than anybody.
Absolutely. And they did a good job of changing defense and making the Spartans uncomfortable and causing that steal. And now it looks like the Rattlers are going to rest a little bit on offense and look to draw them out and maybe get a good possession here. Miles out front with the basketball.
This is a check
taking a little timeout, shortening the game. Spartans are going to still sit back and stay in that zone.
I like that. I like picking the zone.
Absolutely. And Miles make the drive and makes a big basket right there to go up, take the lead, 42-41. And there's a turnover in the backcourt. Rattlers have it. And there's a timeout by the Rattlers. I wasn't sure of the confusion. They were calling the timeout for a while. It seems like they weren't going to give it to them right there.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was.
I wasn't sure what they were going to call.
Absolutely. And Coach Powell isn't happy with that right there, and he thinks his guy may have gotten fouled, and he just may have with the trap right there at the half. 42-41, 2 minutes and 18 seconds left, and what is a really good game. And as we talked about earlier, Coach, I'm going to throw it out there again. Forget about records. Forget about records. And this team is really young, and although I don't see a 1-16 here anywhere.
I think Leflore's girls and guys basketball team, I think they've been playing possum.
I think so.
I think each of them just had one win, and I think they were playing possum for the rest of the year to get these people. Oh, we're gonna kick Leflore. Hey, they're like I said at the beginning of the game. These two teams have got a lot of tradition in their basketball programs. They're not going to fold. They're both well coached, and now it's up to the players. Okay, they got to listen. They got to do what they do, and then play hard.
Absolutely, absolutely. And although there's new players and new kids that are in the program, the culture and the standards still stand. And what Coach Mahan and Coach Powell both have implemented as far as what they expect and what they take as standard and culture is coming out with both of these teams.
Take care of the ball.
Careless turnover right there by the Rattlers.
Nice.
The ball. Hey, Coach has done a really good job. I know who I have to get this ball to for the Spartans, and he got it to LJ, and he delivered a basket.
You know, when I'm watching this game, see, that's what you and I were talking about before. I don't care if I was in college, high school, I would still teach a charge. And in high school, it's even better because you don't have the circle there where you can't take the charge.
Absolutely.
But just to watch a kid drive in and shoot a lay, that's what would have happened if they weren't taught. That's taught to take a charge. That just might have saved them the ball game.
That may have. That was a big play in the game, and that may have saved them the ball game, as you said, with that play. As there's a little bit of confusion right here. Miles took that ball to the basket.
You know, he's coming back with his full court pressure again.
Absolutely. He's going man press with a minute left, minute 47 left. And that's, Spartans have to call a quick timeout before the 5-second count. 42-43, as we talked about earlier, Coach. Possessions are going to be huge right now. That was a good job of KJ Brady saving a possession right there because that was as close as you ever want to get to a 5-second count.
That's going to be interesting to see if Coach Mahan comes out and changes defenses again. And it's going to be interesting to see how Coach Powell, how he attacks if they change defenses again.
Absolutely, absolutely. You saw just on that last possession prior to, you got a turnover out of that zone press, and just right there, you nearly got a turnover out of your man press. So, both presses have seemed to do well these last couple of possessions. let's see what Coach Mahan decides to do right here.
I'm going to say what I said at the girls' game. For the rest of this game, there's going to be two things that determines this. Take care of the ball. Don't turn it over. Make your free throws.
Absolutely, absolutely. These possessions are big, and ball control and taking care of it. Do not turn the ball over, especially live ball. Dead ball, hey, at least you do have a chance to set your defense and get organized. You turn that ball over live ball, there's no telling what can happen. And like you said, making these free throws, they're going to be big down the line.
You think Coach Mahan and Coach Crawford have been playing possum?
I think so. I think so. Because
they're much better than a one-win season right now.
Hey,
but
I think
they're growing up.
They're growing up definitely now. And that's nearly a steal. And that's a foul right there on the Rattlers, sending KJ Brady to the line.
You know, one of the things that I've been saying for a couple of years now is that when kids are in high school, you got to teach them fundamentals, you got to teach them skill work, but there's, I think, too many kids that are coming out with skills and everything, but they're coming out like 6'2", 155, 160. By the time they get to be a senior and you're in competitive athletics like this, you've got to be getting in a good strength and conditioning program. At least your sophomore on up years.
Absolutely, absolutely. KJ Brady goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line to build a 42-44 lead. A minute 25 left. Sharp Miles has it. Let's see what the Rattlers decide to do right here.
See, right there, rather than just standing there, jab at the ball. Let them know if you're coming or going. You don't know. But just to stand there, a moving target can beat a stationary person all the time.
Absolutely. And in high school, it keeps the count going. As Rashard Miles still delivers a big basket right there. Ties the ball game up. 54 seconds left, so tie ball game. So this is going to be big right here. Possessions matter. You got to know the situations. Don't pick up a foul right here. And they pick up a charge. And that's the same play that goes on both ends. The guy stuck their head in there, and he picked it up, and they called the charge.
Are they behind?
44
There's no shot clock.
There's no shot clock. And that's what we say. You got to know the situations. You got to know the game. Rattlers defense did a good job of speeding them up and getting them out of control, and now they have a chance to wait. There's no shot clock. You have a chance to be in control and take the last shot.
Now, Saraland has extended their pressure.
Absolutely.
Let's see if they're going to trap or if they're just going to go man-to-man.
Let's see. They're showing a little 2-2-1, so let's see what they decide to do right here.
They're just falling
They're
back.
just showing, and they're going to get back. Look like they're going to get back, man.
Jab at him.
Pick up.
Jab at him. Don't just look at it. Jab. Keep him off guard.
Absolutely. There's
Don't
no
come
count.
get him. Just jab.
There's no count right there. So Miles is able to really rest right here, Coach, and shorten the game. As the clock goes down, it's 23 seconds, 44 all, and he's made some key plays late in this fourth quarter.
Coach Mahan just said, held up 10, go with it at 10.
And that's a good timeout right there because it looked like they were a little off track and out of control.
Both coaches have had some very, very good timeouts.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, both coaches are working it. I can relate, and I'm sure you can too, but a lot of times people don't realize it, but coaches go home tired at night, up and down the sideline and working like these two have been.
Trent, both you and I will sleep a lot better than these two coaches.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
Absolutely. And it's unfortunate that one of these coaches has to go home on the L side because we've watched two really well-coached teams, two really good games.
All these people got to see a heck of a game.
Absolutely.
Hey, again, congratulations to our staff for choosing this game to start our season off.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tuesday night hoops, game of the week. This has been the game to see.
And we got more coming. We got more coming.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Coach, coming out 11 seconds right here, who do you think this ball is going to go through? And next week's game, December 9th, we're going to have the Williamson Lions versus Theodore Bobcats with the Tuesday night hoops game of the week.
We're glad for all the ones that couldn't be here tonight, watching it on our station and stations. And let's see how this thing winds up. Do we get
11
paid?
seconds left.
Do we get paid for overtime?
Hey, I don't know, but I tell you what, for this game, I'd pay for it.
Do it for free.
Absolutely.
Which we will.
Absolutely. So Miles has it, 7 seconds left, and he's looking to attack on his own. Up for the 3, and basket good to win the game. Walk-off win by Rashad Miles. 1 and 6, 2 and 6 on tonight. Big shot, 47-44 to walk off with the win. Leflore Rattlers over Saraland Spartans.
Is it over
47-44.
I haven't seen the officials.
Ball game.
It's ball game. It's ball game.
I tell you, Coach,
what a game.
We talked about him early in the game making some big plays. He went out for a little while, but late in the game, this kid came up big. I don't know how many points he ended up with in that fourth quarter, but he had to end up with about 9 to 10 points alone in the fourth quarter.
I haven't seen the final stats, but I would say the difference in this game, easily. Leflore made threes, and Saraland didn't.
Saraland didn't. Those were big key shots. So this was a well-coached game.
Both ways.
Both ways. Well-coached game, both ways. A competitive game. And as I said earlier, it's unfortunate that somebody has to lose. But these were two really good teams that battled it out the whole night, Coach.
Two really good teams. And I want to tell you what, I know Coach Mahan's going in there and telling them, guys, we grew up tonight.
We grew up tonight. We watched the team grow up tonight.
Look at the crowd, all going away. They'll be talking about this game for a couple weeks now till the next big game comes.
Congratulations on a big win, Coach Mahan. What was your key going out of that last timeout? I saw you call some key timeouts. What was your key going into that last 11 seconds to ice the game for you?
Well, I just told my guys, you just got to calm down, believe in the person that's in the game with you right now. And so Rashad Miles came to it, and he said he really wanted to take the shot. So, hey, I put the ball in his hand.
Coach Mahan, this is Ronnie Era. Hey, I appreciate both coaches coached their tails off. Players played hard. But I think when you go in tonight, you're going to be able to tell your players, guys, we're not young. We're not young anymore. We grew up tonight, and now we got to go show what we have. We are the best right now team that has 2 wins, and you're going to go from there. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to congratulate my guys. I told them, I can't play a second for you, but when you're out there, I need you to just give it your all. And that's what they did tonight, and we came out with the W. But it's a great Saraland team that's on the other side, man. They're going to be hard to deal with.
Y'all didn't just beat a team. Y'all beat a good team.
Yes,
and
great
I tell you what, y'all sent the word out to the other schools around here. No. Leflore is not a one-team or one-win team. They're not a 2-win team. There's something to be reckoned with.
We're gonna go back to practice, and we're gonna put this thing together, man. And like I say, hats out to my guys, hats out to my coaching staff, and to the Rattler Nation, man. Thank you for believing in us.
Hey, thanks for a great game.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have watched a great ball game with the Saraland Spartans and Leflore Rattlers. Both teams came out in the second half and shot the ball a little better overall from the floor, but not necessarily from the 3. With the Saraland 2 of 7 and Rattlers 3 of 14.
I was wrong because as far as the 3-point shooting, well, I was 3-point shooting. I thought that they took more shots, but in these stats, the difference rebounding, and I think when it got down to it, they were able to do the things at the end to win this game, and they took care of the ball, both for the most parts. We don't have turnovers on here, but that might be one of the keys also that who won this game.
Absolutely. And Leflore did a really good job of just making the right plays at the right time. I think, like you said, turnovers were a key. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week, December 9th, at Theodore with Williamson Lions taking on Theodore Bobcats. The girls' game will tip off at 6 o'clock and the boys' game right after at 7:30. We look forward to seeing you guys then, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Trent Eager.
Ronnie Arrow. Appreciate y'all being with us, and see y'all next time.